Hello everyone, welcome to IMS Academy. Good evening to all of you. Here in this session we are going to discuss about the complete paper analysis as well as detailed solution for Mechanical Engineering GATE 24 exam. Today is 3rd Feb and the paper conducted at 2:30 to 5:30 and now we are live at 6 p.m. just after the 30 minutes of exam. So dear student, first of all just confirm the audio and video in the chat box so that we can start the session. If my voice is clear to you, just reply in the chat box so that we can start the session. Chaliye students, so I am going to start the session with the cutoff 2019, 20, 21, 22 and 23 subject wise weightage I have, not cutoff, subject wise weightage I have here. So we will discuss about this. As you all know, general aptitude weightage is always fixed. Even engineering mathematics subjects weightage is also fixed, is around 13, but sometime you can say here it is not it is 14, here is 13, 15 and here is 13. And why here 13.5? Because average of two set actually they have been taken, because in GATE 2020 we have mechanical 2 paper. Yes sir, audible, very nice, very nice. Okay guys, otherwise there will be no scope of 0.5. Why 0.5 is there? Because we have just taken the average of 2 sets, okay, forenoon and afternoon, wherever we have. So student, you can see here the thermodynamics. If I talk about the last year GATE 23 weightage, then TD ATD has having 8 marks weightage. Similarly, if I talk about the machine design subject, I hope it is clearly visible. So all of you just confirm the audio video, and if you guys attempted or if you guys appeared for today's mechanical paper, then you should write your experience in chat box. How was the paper, whether it was easy, moderate or hard question, okay? In the next 5 minutes, our mechanical team members, expert will come and they will solve the questions, technical questions, mathematics, aptitude questions as well, okay? If I talk about the SOM subject, mechanics of material, 12 marks weightage. Manufacturing engineering, one of the major subject that is has a good weightage, 21 marks. If I talk about tone and vibration, 4 marks. Fluid mechanics, 11 marks. Heat transfer, 7 marks. Industrial engineering, only 2 marks. Engineering mechanics, 5 marks. And machine design, 2 marks. So dear student, you can see here, this was the weightage, subject wise weightage for GATE 23 exam. Clear? Chali. So now student, if I talk about the pattern of question that has been asked from the last 3 years, if I talk about GATE 23, 22 and 21 set I have. So the pattern of question that has been asked in GATE 23 for mechanical engineering, out of 65 questions, 30 questions was MCQ and 8 questions was MSQ and 27 questions was NAT. Whatever classification I have shared here, it is GATE 23 data guys. It is GATE 23. Okay, chali. And now very soon we are going to discuss. Now, is it this year data? Yes sir. Okay, okay. So this year guys, total number of MCQs we have 39 out of 65. Total number of numerically asked question or entry question, that is we have NAT numerical answer type question, that is 24. And MSQ multiple select questions we have 2. Chaliye, so I would like to invite our faculty member Pratik sir, please come. So Pratik sir, just let me know ki some students already shared their experience. So yes, you have already spoken. So just tell me ki how was the overall difficulty level of today's exam paper?
Sir, the feedback that we got today from our student, first one is this time in initial 1 mark question, there are no NAT. Only multiple choice questions are there.
Okay.
And then the difficulty level was like moderate to hard, but
moderate to difficult. Okay.
Yeah, moderate to hard, but paper was very lengthy, sir.
Lengthy.
Yeah,
Okay.
For this time mechanical engineering. So one by
even
one.
I have seen some students are writing, sir, paper is very hard.
Yes.
Compared to last 2 years.
Yes, sir. Means for mechanical engineering students, we have observed that, especially sir, the questions that we are seeing, that we are getting, some of the questions are directly from the standard cases.
Okay.
But most conceptual questions are asked. That's why it became a lengthy.
So you should not worry about that, guys. If it is a hard question, it will be hard for all.
Yeah, exactly.
It is not like that. Okay. So of course it will affect the cutoff also.
Yes, sir.
Because generally what we have seen that if the paper is very easy now, then cutoff vary.
Yes,
Cutoff
sir.
generally the increase.
Cutoff
So definitely guys, if paper is hard, then it will be hard for every student, and it will definitely affect the. It will definitely affect your cutoff also. Maybe your cutoff will be cutoff will be decreased as compared to the last year also. Okay, guys. So how many of you guys just confirm the audio and video and tell me, my dear student, we are going to solve the first problem of SOM subject here.
We got one.
And again, I am telling you guys, in the last we will discuss the expected cutoff also.
Yeah, everything.
And we will try to cover as max as subject here, whatever memory questions we will collect in upcoming time in 1-2 hours, and we will be live, guys, and we will be live for 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever time you will share the questions, and we will provide you the live solution, and you can check your answer key, and you can feel the confidence also. You can even we evaluate your marks also, little bit,
exactly,
approximately. Sir. Okay, guys. Chaliye, now over to Pratik sir. You can start the SOM question.
Thank you, sir. So this is the first question, my dear students, that we got this year. One of the very easy question that we got. This is just from the standard case. Okay, let's start this. So we got one simply supported beam over which triangular loading is there. So like this, we got one triangular loading for a simply supported beam. This is my simply supported beam. The loading intensity is 100 Newton per mm, 100 Newton per meter, sorry. So it's a triangular loading like this. Now it's a very, very easy question. We have solved so complicated questions for shear force and the bending moment. This is one of the easiest question. Now is it okay? Now is it fine? Right. So this beam is given to you and the question was you need to find out the maximum bending moment. Such a simple question. This is 1.2 meter. So let's see. First of all, my dear student, you find out the support reaction at A and B. So for finding out the support reaction at A, what I will do is, either you can use the direct formula, WL by 3 or WL by 6, or you can also apply the bending moment equation. So I will write down summation of moment about point B equal to 0. Summation of moment about B equal to 0. So the first movement will be caused by this vertical reaction at A, and the value of this will be VA into length, which is 1.2 meter, okay, and this will be a clockwise movement about B. The second movement will be the anti-clockwise movement caused by this UDL, and the value will be minus half base into height. So base is 1.2, height is 100 Newton per meter, okay. So this is the total load. Now this total load will exactly act at the CG of this triangular load. So for calculating the lever arm, first you need to apply this total load at the CG, and from this CG you calculate this distance. So this distance is how much? This distance is L by 3. Total length is 1.2, so L by 3 will be 1.2 by 3. So multiplied by 1.2 into 3. 1.2 divided by 3, sorry. And this is equal to 0. This will going to give you the value of VA. If you do the calculation, the value of VA will come out as 20 Newton. Let me also check this. So this is 1.2 into 100 into 1.2 divided by 6. 1.2 into 1.2 into 100. 1.2 divided by 3, okay, divided by 1.2. So this will be 20 Newton, right? So the value of VA is 20 Newton. Now second is you need to find out the vertical reaction at B. For finding vertical reaction at B, you can write down summation of vertical forces equal to 0. So when you do this, summation of vertical forces equal to 0. So you can write down VA plus VB minus total load due to UVL. So total load due to UVL will be half base into height. So half into 1.2 into 100, and this will be equal to 0. Substitute the value of VA. VA is 20 plus VB minus half into 1.2 into 100, and this is equal to 0. So from here the value of VB will come out as 40 Newton. This will be 40 Newton, right? So we have successfully calculated the vertical reaction at A and B. Now next is, you consider one section XX and write down the value of bending moment at that section XX. So this is my UVL, sorry. This is 100 Newton per meter. This is my vertical reaction at A and B. So this is 20 Newton and this is 40 Newton. Now you just consider one section XX like this. This is my section XX, and write down the value of bending moment at this section XX. Okay. So for that you will require this intensity of loading, which is W dash. So just 1 second, students. Hello, now is it audible? Now the voice is good? I think now the voice is good. Voice is good? Okay. So you need to write down the value of bending moment at this section XX. So for that you need this intensity W dash. For calculating this intensity W dash, you can use the similar triangles. So total intensity 100 by the total length. So total intensity 100 divided by the total length, which is 1.2 meter. This is equal to this intensity W dash divided by this distance x. So W dash will be 100 by 1.2 into x. Okay. After this, you write down the value of bending moment at section XX. So the value of bending moment at section X will be equal to, this is equal to VA into X. So this is a sagging moment, so 20 into X. Due to this UVL, there will be a hogging moment, and the value will be minus half base is X into W dash. This is the total load, and this total load will be acting at a distance of X by 3. So this is your bending moment at section XX, right? So bending moment at section X, this is equal to 20x minus, this will be how much? This will be W dash into x square by 6. Here you can substitute the value of W dash. So bending moment at section X is equal to 20x minus, W dash can be written as 100 by 1.2. 100 by 1.2 into 6 into x cube. So this is your bending moment at section X, right? So bending moment at section X is 20x minus 100 by 1.2. So this will be how much? This will be 7.2. So 100 by 7.2 into x cube. Okay. You need to find out the value of maximum bending moment. So for maximum bending moment, what you can do is you can differentiate this with respect to x. So for Bm max, d by dx of (20x minus 100 by 7.2 into x cube), and this should be equal to 0. So this will be 20x, this will be 20, this will be minus 100 by 7.2 into 3x square. This is equal to 0. From here you can find out the value of x, and that will be the location of maximum bending moment, right? So this will be how much? This will be 20 into 7.2 divided by 300, yeah, root of answer. So this will be 0.693 meter. So this is the position of x where you will get the maximum value of bending moment. Okay. Substitute the value of x in this bending moment equation to get the maximum value of bending moment. So Bm max is 20 into 0.693 minus 100 by 7.2 into 0.693 the whole cube. So after solving this, you can have the final answer. The final answer will be 20 into 0.693 minus 100 by 7.2 multiplied by 0.693 whole cube. So this will be 9.23 maximum bending moment. (9.23) or 24 you can write down. Newton meter. So this is my final answer. The maximum value of bending moment will be 9.24 Newton meter. Okay. So this is how you need to solve this question. Sir, we are getting questions. Yeah.
Yes. Now, guys, I think just confirm audio and video. Just confirm my audio also. I think Pratik sir audio is fine. Just confirm my audio also. So I think one question we have already solved. Some
Yes,
question.
sir. Yes, sir.
Now I think Pragya sir is also ready with some questions, and I am
Okay.
very happy
Yeah.
that Pragya sir told that one question directly came from the classroom notes.
Sir, this question, this question that we did,
Huh.
this is directly from the standard cases that we solve in the classroom.
Classroom only.
Direct means
Direct,
this is
huh.
the thing that we do.
And here we have the classroom notes.
One question,
and this
sir.
question. Huh.
Please,
Please come. Hi.
one second. Thank you, sir.
Chali.
Yes. So first I
think
introduce.
I think voice is proper. Yes.
Huh.
So I am very happy.
First, I tell you, sir. This question is related to machine design.
Okay.
And sir, you know that this machine design question, and see, just you see, sir.
You have already shown me. These are the classroom notes, guys. And 50 page.
Page number 50.
Page number 50. You can see,
See
here
the same graph.
You can even check the curve. Curve
See this
also
one?
remains same. Yes.
Same questions is there. Yes, this is the common question. But sometime, my dear, gate is a something that you just left something. But according to the teacher's experience, they know that which portion we have to give the extra focus.
Exactly.
Accordingly, we have to discuss these questions. And the same question is asked in the gate in this year. And see, here is also written one note in this question, most conservative. It is written already. And same question they are asking, which of this following is most conservative?
Very nice, very nice.
So whose student or my regular student, they know very well, sir. They know very well. Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, I
now
will,
you can solve some questions, and after that other faculty.
okay, okay, sir. Okay, thank you. So, my dear, we have a two question. One question related to machine design, and other is the fluid mechanics. Okay. So let's try this question. Question is very easy. What is that, beta? Most conservative. Most conservative. Most conservative. So most conservative, that means the minimum area. That means that minimum area. So we have to draw the graph between. We have to draw the graph between amplitude stress. So this is your, this, you know this is your amplitude stress graph, and this is your mean stress, sigma m. Don't bother about that. Okay. And this limit is your SYT, strength, yield strength. This is your endurance strength. This is your SYT, and this is your SUT. Okay, no problem at all. Now we have to join this different line according to the given name. So we have to draw the line. First line we have to draw the line which is connected between the SYT and SYT. SYT and SYT. This is your SYT and SYT. This is your, if you draw the line SYT and SYT. So if you draw the line SYT and SYT, this is your yield line. This is your straight line. Nah? So this is your yield line. I will do fastly. This is your yield line. Yield line or also called or Langer line. Langer line. Now, if you connect the line in between, endurance and ultimate, this line is your endurance and ultimate. This line is your B, number B. Okay. So endurance, this is your endurance and ultimate is there. Now, if you draw this line in between, this line SYT and SUT, again there is a second line SYT and SUT. Okay. And there is SE and SYT, again you have to draw this line. So my dear, see this one, the minimum area. So the line joining between SE and SYT is nothing. It is your, see in the my notes, it is your, what is that? AN, Soderberg line. Soderberg line. Why? Because this line, this area is very minimum area. That means this area is common to all the failures. So option it is like that. Which of the following is gives the most conservative result? Most conservative result. Option is Soderberg. Option B, modified Goodman. Option C, yield line. Option D, Gerber parabola. So option A is correct. That is the Soderberg line is the most conservative line. So this is the question. Okay. Now next one. Yes. Next question is your FM, fluid mechanics. This is a very simple question. I know that, and you all know that this is a very simple question. And this question is related to unit and dimension. What is that given? Fluid mechanics. L, length is equal to some constant surface tension. This is not a surface, this is a coefficient of surface tension. Okay. Pe power A, radius pe power B, dynamic coefficient, viscosity, not a viscosity, this is a dynamic viscosity, square root of T. Very clear. Okay. Now this K is your any number, so it is a non-dimensional number, so neglect this number. Okay. This is your length, so if you write this M0 L1 T pe power 0, no problem at all. Surface tension, what is the surface tension? Coefficient of surface tension, force per unit length. Force per unit length. So unit is Newton per meter. Newton per meter. So if you rearrange this, so if you write this surface tension, so this is your M0 it is a type what? See, Newton is what? Force, mass into acceleration, and there is a length. So mass is your kg, yani m. A is meter per second square. Length is meter. So meter cancel. So m t pe power minus 2. So m1 t pe power minus 2 pe power a. R is length pe power 1 pe power b. What is the dynamic coefficient? Dynamic coefficient is m1 L minus 1 t minus 1 pe power c, and t 1 by t, that is capital 1 by 2. Now if you rearrange this one, equate this one, so here you have to arrange this one. m0 L1 t0 is equal to m pe power a plus c, L pe power b minus c, t pe power minus 2a minus c plus 1 by 2. Now if you equate this one, a plus c is equal to 0, b minus c is equal to 1, and 2a plus c is equal to 1 by 2. Now if you solve by this one, the value a, it is your 1 by 2, and this is your correct answer which are given in the option. Okay, so which of what is the value of a in this equation? According to this one, what is the value of a they are asking? So the value of a is nothing, it is 1 by 2. So my dear, these two are questions. Next question will also discuss related to the thermodynamics. So we'll discuss the thermodynamics, but before that, what is that, beta? See, the question is not very tough. Question is very easy, but they are checking all the domains. That means question will ask all the domain. The question is asking in that one. Okay, so stay tuned, and so okay. Yes, Atul.
Hello everyone. So how was your paper? Please everyone mention in the chat box, and we are discussing the GATE detailed solution for you. And if you have any question, please let us know about your questions as well. Pragya sir already solved one of the questions like FM and machine design. Now I will be discussing thermodynamics. As just now I've talked with many students, they are telling thermodynamics was a very simple questions they have asked, right? So I will be discussing two questions of this thermodynamics, right? Okay. So the very first question came was from the second law of thermodynamics, right? Very basic question they have asked. Now see, there was a temperature source, okay, having 1200 Kelvin, right? This is a heat engine we are having. Another temperature was mentioned as 300 Kelvin. So one source has 1200 Kelvin, another source is 300 Kelvin, right? The heat transfer from 1200 Kelvin reservoir is 24,000 kilojoule per minute. 24,000 kilojoule per minute, right? This was the question. Now what is the maximum work we can extract out of it? That is very basic question. Are you getting this point? Very basic question, maximum work. So for getting maximum work, we should know that engine should be working under reversible condition. Then only we will be getting the maximum work, right? Now, for reversible heat engine, I hope everyone remembers the formula. The reversible heat engine efficiency formula is 1 minus temperature, lower temperature reservoir divided by the higher temperature reservoir. Okay, temperature of lower temperature reservoir, and this is the temperature of high temperature reservoir. Simple, right? Clear? Now, so in this question, first of all, efficiency we can easily calculate. Now that efficiency can also be written as work output that you will be getting divided by the heat transfer from that 1200 Kelvin. So this formula can be written like this finally. Now we'll have to just put the values here. This type of questions already we have done in the classes. In the offline, online, whatever classes we have conducted, everywhere we have solved such problems. Okay. Now work we need to calculate. 1 minus, this was the temperature 300 divided by 1200, right? And this was the heat transfer 24,000. 24,000 was the heat transfer. So the answer you will be getting here is 1800. Okay, the answer of work, the maximum work that you will get is 18,000 kilojoule per minute. But if I have to convert into kilowatt, what I need to do? Just convert the minute into seconds. So your 18,000, okay, divided by basically 60 seconds, then only it becomes kilojoule per second, which is what? Kilowatt. So the answer finally you will be getting for maximum work is 300 kilowatt. This was the answer. Just please let me know about the answer, everyone. This was the answer, okay? Please, you can cross check the data as well, guys. If there is any changes, please let me know in the comment box or the chat box, please. Correct? So this was the high temperature reservoir, 200 Kelvin temperature. Heat transfer 24,000, they have mentioned. They are asking the maximum work. Remember the concept. We will be having maximum work only in the case of reversible heat engine. So for reversible heat engine, efficiency will be applying. Carnot efficiency, right? From Carnot efficiency, we can equate the actual efficiency formula is work output divided by the heat transfer. That is actual formula. But Carnot efficiency formula is this one. So both I will be equating. From that I will get what? The work. That work will become automatically maximum because we have taken the efficiency as Carnot efficiency. I hope this is clear. So final answer is 300 kilowatt. Correct. Now one more question they have asked. One more question. Now just look at the next problem here. Okay, the temperature reservoir temperature here is 1000 Kelvin. It is transferring some heat to the heat engine having heat 150 kilojoule, right? And it is rejecting heat to 300 Kelvin reservoir. Now the whatever work that we are getting from the heat engine, it has been transferred to the heat pump. Correct. And the temperature they have mentioned is 280 Kelvin. Right. Here the temperature is again 300 Kelvin. Now heat pump is there. So automatically this thing everyone should understand, it will extract some heat. Correct. And then finally it will transfer here. Are you getting the point? Simple. So work has been transferred from the heat engine to the heat pump. So heat engine is supplying the work to the heat pump, because in order to run any reversible, okay, any reversible heat pump or any reversible refrigerators, these are the work absorbing device. So in order to run a heat pump or a refrigerator, work is required. So from where the work is supplying? We are supplying from the heat engine. Whatever heat engine produces the work here, it has been transferred to the heat pump. This is one thing you should note. Now, so the question was total heat transferred from the heat pump as well as the heat engine. That is what they are asking. Are you getting the point, everyone? Now see. So just look at here. Okay. Just let me know the temperature. Here we have to mention it because high temperature reservoir we will have to mention here 300 Kelvin. And here it will be 280 Kelvin. Got it? This was the data. Please everyone, you can cross check the data as well. You can cross check the data. So here the heat transferred from the heat engine to the 300 Kelvin reservoir. So let me write this as QL and we can write it here. We can write here. Okay. This as another Q. Let's suppose mention this one as Q1 and this as Q2. It's your choice. Whatever notation you want to give, you can give it. Right? Now, we need to find out the total heat given to 300 Kelvin reservoir. Total heat given to the 300 Kelvin reservoir from the heat pump, from the heat engine as well. Now, as both are reversible, guys, I can apply the reversible formula, the efficiency of a heat engine. Efficiency of a heat engine, Carnot efficiency formula, if I apply, so it will be 1 minus lower temperature reservoir divided by high temperature reservoir, that is 1000. So that efficiency formula I will equate here. I will get W by Q. Same formula I will be using, W by Q. Now in this case the work we will be getting, what is the work? Work we have solved around 105 kilojoule. Please parallelly you should cross check the data as well, because this is the data given by the students only. So whatever the memory based data they are having, that only we are using here. Got it? So 105 kilojoule we got work. Now that has been transferred to heat pump. Now for heat pump, COP, as it is a reversible case, directly I can write the lower temperature reservoir 280, right? As it is a heat pump, so what we need to write? The high temperature reservoir, 300 divided by 300 minus 280. So 300 divided by 20 it is there. So that is the COP of heat pump. For heat pump, in the numerator we will be having what? The high temperature reservoir, correct? That can be written as the heat, okay, divided by the heat supplied to the high temperature reservoir. That is what our desired effect divided by the work. So let us write this as the Q1. Everyone please understand, in the heat pump and a heat refrigerator, heat pump and refrigerator diagram is exactly same. Only the desired effect is what different. If it is a heat pump, whatever heat we are transferring to high temperature reservoir, that is what our desired effect. If it is what a refrigerator, if it is a refrigerator, in that case whatever heat we have extracted from a low temperature reservoir, that will be the desired effect. So you should understand the difference, okay, in the heat pump and the refrigerator. Many students will be confused here because diagram is exactly same for both heat pump and the refrigerator. Only the desired effect is what different. Desired effect for a heat pump is whatever heat we are transferring to 300 Kelvin reservoir, right? And in the case of refrigerator, whatever heat we are extracting from the low temperature reservoir, that becomes desired effect. Very basic point I am telling you. So Q1 divided by W. Now 300 COP already we have calculated using reversible formula, right? So this Q1 value you will be getting W. What is the W? Already we have calculated 105. So from here Q1 answer you will get. Very easily Q1 answer you will be getting. Okay, let me check what the answer here is, 1575. So please cross check the calculations. While we are writing the solution based on the memory data that you have given, please cross check the answers and this part. Main the part is the data, because whatever answer we are getting, it because of the data that you have given just now. So data you should cross check. Again I'm telling you. So Q1 answer we got, but they are asking the total heat we have transferred to a 300 Kelvin reservoir. Now this QL value also we need to know. What is this QL value? Simply what I will do, work transfer will be equals to QH minus QL. Work transfer, okay, we got it 105. Total heat transfer to the heat engine is 150. So QL value will be 45. So the answer here for this particular question will be this 1575 plus this 45. So if you add 1620 kilojoule will be the answer here. This is what the answer. So please everyone, you can get the answer here for this particular question. I hope this solution is clear to everyone. So this question, again I am telling you, very easy question from the second law of thermodynamics only. I have seen many times students has done the mistake in writing COP of heat pump. So the temperature here we have to write for a high temperature reservoir in the case of heat pump. If it is the refrigerator, low temperature reservoir temperature will be coming here. So 300 divided by 300 minus 280, that is COP formula for reversible heat pump. We have solved just, and then COP answer we have equated with the actual COP formula, which is what? Desired effect divided by required input. So you should remember this thing. This is what the desired effect. And this is what the required input. Clear? So that is what we need to do in this particular problem. I hope the solution is clear to everyone. So questions from the thermodynamics was so easy and every question was solved in the class itself. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you from the preparation last year. If you are strong enough in your fundamentals, you can easily solve the questions. Clear? Now next questions will be discussed by the Pragya sir. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Atul sir. So again, there is a question. Again, sir, there is a question. Okay, sir, if you just now you solved the thermodynamic question, sir. Again, please come, sir. I will show this question. See, my dear, this is the piston cylinder.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
this question is very good question actually, and this
it
also
already solved in the class itself.
See.
You can check the notes as well.
notes. See here 1 meter given, and here 1 meter and 2 meter given. That's it.
That is the only difference. The data only they are going to change.
Why I'm discussing with this one, beta? Why? Because you just motivate the teacher experience. Accordingly, they design. Why? Because sir, student will be afraid. Ki, sir, I see Bangalore question setting, sir. No, it is not like that, beta. If you thoroughly study with a proper guidance, no problem.
Correct, sir. Main thing is if you are solving a standard quality problems, you don't need to worry about the difficult questions.
No, sir.
Question will be difficult based on if you have not solved. See, if you have solved only simple problems, then only you will say, ki, sir, paper was tough. If you have already solved quality problems in the classes, then you will never face any issue.
Don't bother about the which organization question will set. No, there is question set by the conceptual. Okay, sir. So we'll discuss this very quickly. Then you come again with a new question. Okay, sir. Please give me a bit. Thank you. Thank you very much. See, beta, this question is basic question, and they are asking that this is your piston cylinder arrangement. We'll have to draw this one. So see, simply there is a cylinder. It is given. The cylinder it is given, and this is your piston, and piston have a, let's suppose, some weight, and this is your stops. So see, my dear, I will read this question again with my notes also. So this length is your 1 meter, and this length is your 2 meter. Okay, and their heat will transfer, heat loss it is there, and state point 1 it is given, P1 it is equal to 140 kilopascal, and T1 it is 350 degrees centigrade, and it will be heat will loss from the system to the surrounding until the temperature of the system it is reaches up to 25 degrees centigrade. Okay, and you have to take mass of the system is 1 kg. What is the specific work output? Now, my dear, I will read the question from my notes also. See, a piston cylinder arrangement shown in figure below initially contains air. There is also air. This is my notes. Okay, air at 150 kilopascal. Here it is given, sir, 140 kilopascal. And temperature here it is 350, and in my notes here it is a 400. The setup is allowed to cool. Setup, that means this arrangement is allowed to cool up to the temperature. Here it is in the question, my diary, 20 degree, but here it is 25 degrees. See the beauty. And in this question, I will just explain part 1. Is the piston wheel resting on the stop at the final stage or not? These are the analytical question. Now, the second part of this in the diary, what is the specific work done by the air during the process? Same question they are asking in this. What is the specific work output? So, if you are able to draw the PV diagram, the question is finished. See, my dear, if heat is lost, the heat will extract from the system, piston will try to move down, and the piston will try to move down in a quasi-static manner. So, if you draw the PV diagram, P and V diagram, so initially at point 1 start, and it will be moved down. So, move down, volume will decrease, but it will move down at a constant pressure. So this is your 1 to 2 dash. Now once it is reached the stops, again you have to extract the heat, but the piston want to go move down, but the stop doesn't allow to move down. So the process is volume constant, but pressure will decrease. So 2 to 2 dash, 2 dash to 2, the volume is pressure is decreased, volume is constant. So these are the process. So this is your V of stops, and this is your initial volume V1. That's it. Find the work, just calculate the area. Now, my dears, if you are not draw the diagram, you just calculate that this is not a final temperature. So you just have to find what is the value of final temperature. That means what is the value of this temperature. So see, my dear, 2 to 2 that volume constant, 1 to 1 dash pressure constant. So 2 to 2 dash, what is the total work? 1 to 2, the total work is work from 1 to 2 dash plus work from 2 dash to 2. Yes or no? 2 dash to 2. Now work from 1 to 2 dash, there is a constant pressure, so work is there 1 to 2 dash, but work from 2 to 2 dash is 0. Why? Because volume is constant. Why? Because volume is constant. So if you find the total work transfer, W1 to 2 is only work from 1 to 2 dash. Now, my dear, there is one very big mistake. A student, 90% students do the mistake. What is that mistake? Mistake is that, sir, 1 to 2 dash, 2 dash is the just touch the stop. At just touch the stop, what is the system temperature? They didn't give. They are giving final temperature. So this is not a final temperature. This is not a final temperature. That means if you find, so this is a ultimate final, but you have to find the temperature in between initial to ultimate final. That means you don't, so this is, the process is 1 to 2 dash. It is not 1 to 2 dash, 2. Why? Because the volume is constant. That means you have to find the work transfer in between 1 to 2 dash. So 2 dash have a different temperature, 2 is the difference. 2 is the temperature. What is that temperature? This is your 25 degrees centigrade. But what is that temperature T dash? You don't know. You don't know this temperature. So how to calculate this temperature? You have to calculate this temperature according to ideal gas. According to ideal gas, PV equal to MRT. So what is that? We know that PV is equal to R into T. So 1 to 2 dash, pressure is constant. So pressure is constant, that means V1 by T1, V2 by T2. So T2, not T2, T2 dash. You have to take T2 dash. So what is T2 dash? T2 dash is equal to V2 by V1 into T1. What is V2? Area into L2. So L2 by L1 into T1. Don't get the mistake here. If you calculate T2 dash, we have a value. So T2 dash, so T1 dash, put all the temperature in Kelvin. So T1 is initial temperature. Initial temperature is how much? Initial temperature is your 350 plus 273. If you add, so this is your 623 into the area L2. L2 is what, beta? L2. Area is L2. L2 is what? Final. So L2 is what? 2. And L1 is what? 3. So 3 L1 initial height. This is your initial height and this is your final height. So L1 is equal to 3 and L2 is equal to 2. L2 is equal to 1. L2 is equal to 2. So put this value here. So this is your 2 by 3. Calculate 415.33 Kelvin. So this is your temperature at which the piston will just touch the stop. Piston will just touch the stop. It is not a final. See, my dear, it is not a final. So a student get confused. Damn sure here, ki, sir, if the final, it is not like that, ki, sir, T1 minus T2. No. Piston will start move down, move down, move down, move down, move down, and it will just touch the stop. At that point, up to that, what the pressure is constant. Now, again, you have continuous heat will remove. So piston want to move down, but stop doesn't allow. So the volume is constant now. So again, the volume is constant. There is no any work. So work is basically 1 to 2 dash. So we have a temperature at point 1. We don't have a temperature at point 2 dash. So we have to find the temperature at point 2 dash. That is the beauty of this question. That is the beauty of this question. So if you have a T2 temperature, just multiply with the simple, then simple it is. What is that? What is the work during the pressure constant? Apply quasi-static. What is that? P into dV. Pressure constant outside, V2 minus V1. So pressure constant, R T2 minus R T1. Okay. So you have to put also pressure, you have a given pressure value. So from here you can also find that one. From here you can, otherwise you can put also, what is the, so here is the specific volume, don't put. So what is the R value? R is 0.287 into T2, it is your 415.33. T1, it is your initial 623. So it is your magnitude 59.6 kilojoule. There are minus, but they are asking absolute. You don't bother about this one. You can also solve by this one. Many of you are doing like that, but there is a simple method. W is equal to P is constant. V2 you have L2 minus L1. Just put it. P you have, P you have, P you have, P you have, P you have 150. So put P, direct multiply. Don't waste this time. Just put it direct L1, L2. You have a value. Okay. So I hope you are like this one. So these are the beauty of this question. So the next session, the next question will discuss with the another faculty, and they are coming very soon. So my dear, the question is very standard. That means it is not like that there is a sir very tough question is there. IISc Bangalore setting. No beta. If you read thoroughly, that is your very good question. Don't bother about, yes. So ultimately what मतलब जैसे जैसे क्वेश्चन आ रहा है तो ये चीज हमारे दिमाग में आ रही है कि क्वेश्चन नॉट टफ, क्वेश्चन इज मॉडरेट, सो यू हैव get a very good score also. Okay, so just I think you have to worry about the next question. The next question is, one second beta. Okay, beta, just stay tuned. We will discuss this again. I think there is a mathematics is there. Okay, so faculty will come and we will try to solve the. Yes, moderate paper. Very good. Moderate paper is there. Not tough. Yes, moderate paper. Not tough. Not easy. Moderate. Yes, moderate question. This question is very also why, because there is a lot of mistake is there. Okay. So is there any question, sir? Joining. Okay. Just wait it, beta. Just wait it. Okay, so okay sir, come. Yes beta, no, I already told that. Mathematics are not okay. Mathematics, you are excited now. That's so.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone, welcome to all of you. So please confirm. First of all, am I audible or visible? I hope yes, clear. So dear students, I hope you guys did well in the mathematics and aptitude also. If you guys just attempted this paper, then you can just send us the question also directly, and you can send the questions in our Telegram group also. Alright, so how's your paper? Let's see. Let's start with the questions. So first of all, I am having one very simple question from the general aptitude, and then we will go for the questions from the engineering mathematics also. So let's start with the first question of general aptitude. The question is based on the series, simple number system series concept we are having. So find the odd one. Find the odd one, or you can say the wrong one, from the given series. All right, from the given series, so the series is given to us 1, 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 13 and 21. From this series, we need to identify which number is odd, means which is not satisfying here. So let's approach very easily. We can go here to, we need to use here some relation. Let's see what the relation is working here. So when you will see here very easily, you can see what relation we are having. Look at this one we are having, this one we can use directly here as the next number. Okay, or you can say the after this one we are having the next number is 1. Now when I will go for the next number, look at here, 1 plus 1 is nothing but next number 2. When I will go for the next number, 2 plus 1 is nothing but 3, which I am having already here 3. When I will go for the next one, it should be 2 plus 3, and this 2 plus 3 should be 5, but here the number is mentioned to us 6. So according to me, this should be the wrong one, this should be the odd one. Okay, you can see one more here. Let's check up to the remaining also, up to the last also. When I will use this one, then I can go for 5 plus 3 will be 8. Yes, this is satisfying. When you will go for the next one, 8 plus 5 will be 13. This is also satisfying. 13 plus 8 is equals to 21. Yes, this is also satisfying. So among this given series, the odd one which is not fitting in this one will be 6, which you need to replace by the 5. If you want to solve the question, then the right answer or the right number should be here 5. Okay, which we need to replace by the 6. Okay, so this was first question from the aptitude. Now let's come to the engineering mathematics. We are having question from the engineering mathematics. One question we are having, which is very easy question from the complex variable. Let's see the question. Okay, this is from engineering mathematics. So the question is, in this case the real part is given to you, and you need to find out the function, the complex function you need to find out. So what is given? The real part of the complex function, real part of this complex function is already given to us. Okay, which is u equals to cos hyperbolic x multiply with the cos y. Okay ji, then we need to find the value of the complex function fz, you can say. You need to find out the value of the complex function fz. So had you guys tried this question? And this is very easy question. We already discussed that these type of questions means actually this is nothing but the construction of analytical function. So how to construct? You can construct by the two methods. The first one is the Milne-Thomson, and if you want you can go for the partial method, partial differentiation method also. But as the easier one, we should follow always the the Milne-Thomson method. So let's approach here. Okay, the first one is the total derivative, where we are using the partial differential equation and we can solve it. But we should always solve these type of question directly by the Milne-Thomson. So let's see what is given to us. We can see the u. We can see the u is given to us here. U is your cos hyperbolic x and cos y. Okay. Now according to the Milne-Thomson, if I want to use here the Milne-Thomson, so I need to follow the 3 steps. So I will go for first of all first step, then second one, and then the third one. So what is my first step? As I am having the function for u, so del u is given to you. We should find out in this case the del u by del x. So let's find out the value of del u by del x from here. When I will find out the del u by del x, so with respect to x, it will be sin hyperbolic x and cos y will be same. Then you need to find out the del u by del y also. When you will find out del u by del y, it will be cos hyperbolic x is as it is, and the differentiation of cos will be, cos y will be minus of sin y. Right? These 2 steps are done, and after that here also, here only you can write down that you need to put some values, because ultimately when you want to solve the question by the Milne-Thomson, so you need to put here z0, phi 1 z0. Okay, so what I will do here, I will just take this number as in phi 2 z0. I will take this number as in phi 1 z0. Phi 1 z0 means at the place of x in this del u by del x, I will put at the place of x, I will put z, at the place of y, I will put 0. Similarly, here at the place of x, I will put z, at the place of y, I will put 0. Okay, and then the step number 3, so 1 and 2 steps are done. Let's come to the step number 3. When you will go for the step number 3, that should be directly fz. So you can write down the step number 3 is your fz, which is integration of phi 1 z0 plus iota phi 2 z0. Okay, so you are having the value phi 1 z0 plus iota minus iota phi 2 z0, and here it should be dz. Okay, so let's put the value. So when you will, I think it's clear na? Okay. When you will put this value, so it will be sine hyperbolic z, okay, and when I will put this 0, so cos 0 will be 1 only, and here minus iota phi 2, this will be, you are having here phi 2 z0 and sine y. So sine y, when you will put this element also, so we are having cos hyperbolic from here, so we can put the value cos hyperbolic from here also. So directly we can go for the, what is sine hyperbolic z, and this complete will be, because when I will put here this z or this will be 0, so 0 into something will be 0, so this will be gone directly. You can write down this will be 0, this will be 0, and we are having now the z. So the sine hyperbolic z means the integration of sine hyperbolic z will be cos hyperbolic z only. So your function should be cos hyperbolic z. If you want to write down here the integration constant, you can just add here the integration constant as in c, and the answer will be there. Okay, right? So very easily we can use the Milnes-Thomson, and this method already we discussed so many times in our classroom also, so very easily we can solve. So when you will put here this sine 0, 0 into something will become 0, and here you are having, so very easily we can solve the result. One more question I am having, which is from the differential equation. Let's see the question. So the question is, given the differential equation, for the given differential equation, which is d dx by dt plus t minus x is equals to 0. For the given differential equation t dx by dt plus t minus x is equals to 0, conditions, initial conditions are given to us, x1 is equals to 0, then find x2. We need to find out the value of x2. So if you guys approach this question, you can confirm the data that whether it was x2 only or not. Okay, so as I told you, these questions are the memory based question. We are having the question which you guys, one of from you, okay, few students which are sending us, we are getting those questions. So you can confirm the data, whether here if it is required any correction, we will do here only, and if the data is correct, then you can confirm also. Alright, so here what is, it is asking x2, though I need to find out the value of x2. Let's solve here. So first of all, we will just write down the differential equation in a systematic manner. T dx by dt plus t minus x is equals to 0 we are having. We can just convert this one dx by dt plus, when I will divide by the t, so it will be 1 minus x by t is equals to 0. Let's make it in more systematic manner. So we can write down dx by dt is here already, okay, minus x by t equals to minus 1. This equation you can compare by your linear differential equation dy by dx plus py equals to q. And if you want to compare with the dx by dy, so dx by dy plus px is equals to q, where p and q should be the function of y. So here p and q should be the function of t, the where I can see. So the value of p will be minus 1 by t, and from here the value of q will be minus 1. Let's solve here. If first of all I should find out the integrating factor, which will be e to the power integration p dt. When you will solve, e to the power p is minus 1 by t, and dt we can just solve. So when we will go for this one, e to the power minus log of t, we are having, which is nothing but t power minus 1 or 1 by t directly. So you can write down your integrating factor is 1 by t. Okay ji. So first thing is 1 by t. Now we need to go for the general solution of this differential equation. When we will go for the general solution in these type of equation, we are having general solution as an x into integrating factor equals to q into integrating factor dy or plus c. So this should be your approach in case of the general solution. So here we can go for the general solution, as we are having here x. So x into integrating factor is 1 by t equals to q is your minus 1. So you can put the value minus 1 into f. Integrating factor is 1 by t dt plus c. When you will solve, it will be x by t, and here we are having minus 1 by t dt plus c. Okay ji. Yes. So as I told you, please you guys can confirm the data ki yes ma'am we are having the same data. So 1 by t is nothing but log. So we can just solve this one, and we are having one initial condition also, so we will use that one. So let me solve first this one, x by t minus of log t plus c. I am writing this as it is here. One initial condition as it is given to us at x is equals to, at t is equals to 1, the value of x is equals to 0. So we need to use this one at t equals to 1, x is equals to 0. So let's use this one, and here when we will put at t is equals to 1, value of x is equals to 0. When you will put, you can find out the value of the constant c. So here when you will put t equals to x is equals to 0, t is equals to 1, minus of log 1 plus c. Log 1 means the ln 1 is 0, so c is equals to 0 we are having. So the value of c means the constant is 0 only. When you will put this value in the final solution, so it should be x by t equals to minus of log t. As you are looking for the final value xt, means you are looking for the x2. So here I can write down minus t into log t, and when we are looking for the 2, so it will be minus 2 log 2. Minus 2 log 2, when you will solve, I think it is giving you minus 1.38 something, minus 1.386 approximately. So you can just confirm also ki whether this was a NAT or MCQ. So the answer should be like this one. You can just give the confirmation also ki whether the question was NAT or MCQ, then this will be the answer. Alright, okay. So here if the conditions are given like this one, so initial condition is given like this one, then we can solve. This is a very simple question from the linear differential equation. These type of questions, so many questions we already approach on the YouTube also and in our classroom also. So this is a very simple or the basic question. I hope every student can solve this one by the basic method. Okay ji. Now one more question I am having, which is from the linear algebra. So the question from the linear algebra, very simple question we are having. So this question is for the matrix A. The matrix A is given to us 1, alpha, 8 and 3. For the matrix A, 1, alpha, 8 and 3, find the value of alpha. Find the value of alpha for non-positive eigenvalues. For non-positive eigenvalue. Now the meaning of non-positive means it is asking the negative eigenvalues. It is asking about the negative eigenvalues. Non-positive, it means it is given to us that the eigenvalues are negative. Okay. Now when the eigenvalues are negative, so here it should be, let's check whether the both eigenvalues should be negative or not. If you will take both eigenvalues will be negative, then their product will become positive. So here you should be very careful when you are approaching this question. So non-positive eigenvalue, it means here only one eigenvalue can be negative. If you will take both will negative, then your determinant will become positive. So it should not be like this. Alright, so here we can use the direct concept, because here we are looking for the value of alpha. As if you will go for the sum of eigenvalue, so sum will not help you here. So directly you should go for the product of eigenvalues, means the determinant. So one Brahmastra which we used to say for the eigenvalue, very easily we can use this one and we can solve the questions based on the eigenvalues. So here I can go for the determinant means the product of eigenvalues. The product of eigenvalues means if I am taking here the eigenvalues are lambda 1, lambda 2, so that should be less than 0. Sorry, positive, non-positive it is saying that, so that should be less than 0, negative. So here you can go for this directly. You can write down the value of the determinant. So determinant is what you are having, 1, alpha, 8 and 3, and it is asking about the non-positive, means it is less than 0. Less than 0, when you will solve, this will be 3 minus 8 alpha less than 0. When you will solve, it will be 3 less than 2 8 alpha. You are looking for the value of alpha. So from here you can write down the alpha will be greater than 2 3 by 8. So your value in the options, you can go for the option which is showing alpha is greater than 2 3 by 8, and we can approach the result. Very easily we can just solve this question. Okay, so I hope it is clear to everyone. You guys, you can just share the link of this video also with the other students, that whoever just attempt this paper, they can just see, they can just cross check also the solution. And here we are going to solve the questions on not only the technical, both technical and non-technical, both portions we are going to cover here. So you guys can just see lots of the questions are going to come here. So before that, just share the link with all other friends also, so that more and more students can join with us and they can see. If you are having the paper on the next week, then also you should see how the questions are framing, how the IISc Bangalore is making the questions. So you can just see the pattern also, ki which type of questions are framing, whether the language is direct or they are giving some question with the twist. So just have a close observation on these questions also, especially in maths and aptitude, because this is common part, and if you are having paper on the next week, so you should be very much familiar with these questions also. Okay guys, so now you can just continue here. I will come back again with the more questions. So till that, the questions from the technical part will be continued, so just stay tuned, they will just continue with the more questions.
Hello my dear friends. So I hope that you have done your examination in a very best way, and I am here with some HT questions, right? And as I've been hearing from you that HT questions and industrial questions have come in abundance. I've heard that the HT and industrial questions have come, a lot of questions have come. So as of now I have 2-3 HT questions. Industrial questions, if you give, I'll be solving, but as of now I don't have any industrial ones, right? And please let me confirm, the streaming is good or not, if it is clear or not. Please check whether it is clear or not. Okay, is it clear? Okay, fine. So my dear friends, one question I have, it says that a plain wall has been given, slab has been given with a thickness of 20 mm, and heat generation has been given as 100 megawatt per meter cube. The left face is maintained at a temperature of 150 degrees centigrade and the right one is maintained at a temperature of 110 degrees centigrade. Generation is there, thickness is 20 mm, and conductivity is given as 200 watt per meter Kelvin, and he is asking dt by dx is equal to 0 at x equal to what? This is the question that I have received from you, and I think this is the data in my best of knowledge. So how to solve this question, my dear friends? You know that my first question is, the temperature profile going to be linear? So you know that this is a heat generation case, the temperature profile is parabolic in nature. Precisely, if you ask me, it will be something like this. So he is asking where the slope is 0. dt by dx equal to 0 means this is the temperature profile, it is parabolic, and where the slope is 0. So I told you that the basic equation to start with in any heat generation in case of plain slab is this one, right? So what after that you have to integrate it, one dimensional, you have to integrate it, right? I have taken it on the both sides and I will integrate it. When I will integrate it, it will be dt by dx is equal to minus q dot by k into, you know, x plus a constant of integration c1. Again, if I integrate both the sides, so I will be getting t is equal to minus q dot by k x square by 2 plus c1x plus c2. So this is the temperature profile that I have with me. And when this is the temperature profile, two constants are there. So how to solve the constant values? You know that at x equal to 0, the temperature is nothing but 150 degrees centigrade, and at x equal to, you know, 0.02 meter, the temperature is what? 110 degrees centigrade. So if you put both the boundary conditions in this equation, so you will be getting the temperature profile. Once I know the value of C1 and C2, I can very easily find out, you know, sorry. Just a minute. Okay. So just a minute, my dear friends. I think some issue with the board. Okay, so yeah, sorry for the inconvenience, just a small technical glitch occurred, and we are back on it. So my dear friend, this was the temperature profile that we got, and you know that what to do after that. We need to find the value of the constants by putting in the boundary condition. This is the boundary condition, my dear friends, at t x equal to 0, t equal to 150. So if you substitute over here, I'm not solving it completely, you know what we are going to get. At x equal to 0, if I put at x equal to 0, so 150 is equal to, when I substitute 0 over here, it is equal to C2. So C2 value is 150, but actually I need the value of C1. For the problem to be solved, I need the value of C1. So when you substitute the second boundary condition, the value of C1 that you will get is 3000. The value of C1 that you will get is 3000. And now if I check this equation, if I find this equation, dt by dx is equal to minus q dot by x into my q dot by L, q dot by L, you know, into x plus C1. Okay, so you need what value? You need dt by dx is equal to 0. So if I substitute 0 is equal to here, so minus q dot by k into x plus C1. So let me take to the next page. So 0 is equal to minus q dot by k into x plus C1. So q dot by k into x, you know, is equal to C1. So x is equal to what? C1 into k by q dot. And when you substitute all the values, so this is 3000 into 200 divided by 100 into 10 to the power 6. If you substitute all in SI units, so you will be getting 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. If I keep everything in SI unit, I will be getting this one, or you can find it as 6 mm. You can write it as 6 mm. So I hope that this is the answer that you have got. Now let's move on to the next question, my dear friends, and let me tell you that in my GATE score booster series, I was always telling you that radiation heat transfer questions are very, one of the favorites to come in the examination, and this is what happened. Radiation heat transfer was one of the most anticipated topic. I will show you also that which question did I discuss, and the same question, almost the same question, came in the examination. So first let us solve the question, my dear friends. The question is this is a two surface enclosure that has been given. This is the two surface enclosure. The upper one is a hemisphere. The radius is given as 3 meter. The temperature of the dome is given as 1200 Kelvin. Epsilon 2 is given as 0.2, and this is the black surface is given epsilon as 1. Temperature is given as 300 Kelvin. So all the basic details have been given, and he is asking what is the radiation, net rate of radiation, net radiation rate, right? So basically it's a question of heat transfer, radiation heat transfer between two surfaces, right? So what is the formula? The formula is sigma T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4. You can take anyone. Let's say I'm taking this one as 1, this one as 2, no issues. So basically Q value will be same only, whether you find from 1 to 2 or 2 to 1. Okay. So divided by 1 minus epsilon 1 by A1 epsilon 1 plus 1 by A1 F12 plus 1 minus epsilon 2 divided by A2 epsilon 2. So if I multiply with A1 over here and A1 in the denominator, what am I going to get? So I am going to get sigma T1 4 minus T2 4 into A1, of course, by 1 minus epsilon 1 by epsilon 1 plus 1 by F12 plus A1 1 minus epsilon 2 by epsilon 2 into A1 by A2. What is A1, by the way? A1 is pi r square, which is the base, and what is A2? A2 is 2 pi r square. That is the hemisphere. What is A1 by A2? A1 by A2 is 1 by 2. So basically I have everything. Basically I have everything. And when I substitute finally, so I am writing it here itself, 5.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 into, so T1 I have considered to be 1, no issues, 300 to the power 4 minus 1200 to the power 4 divided by 1 minus epsilon 1 is 1, so this is basically 0, no issues, it is 0, plus 1 by F12, 12 is a flat surface, it is a flat surface, so flat surface ke liye it is 1 only, plus 1 minus epsilon 2 is 0.7, so this is 0.7 divided by 0.7 into A1 by A2 is 1 by 2. So basically we have everything. Over here, and if you solve this, whatever you are getting, you might be getting some 2726 you might be getting. So I have not done the calculation, but you just solve it and you will be getting, I think, close to 2726 as the answer, right? So this was another question, and I'm telling you that we have solved this question in our gate score booster. We have solved this question in our gate score booster, and I can also show you that same to same questions we have solved in our gate score booster. I can also show you this. Let me tell you, just a minute. So if you can see, I'll show you. If you can see exactly the same question, if you can see over here, exactly the same question, one enclosure has been given, exactly the same question I have discussed in my gate score booster series, right? Exactly the same question I have solved in my gate score booster series. So my dear friends, I hope that we have got this question correct. I think one more, one mark question was there, that for a plane slab, conductivity was given by A plus B into X, and so this is T1 and this is T2, given that T2 was at a higher temperature than T1, and this is x equal to 0 and this is x equal to L. So the question was, which of the following represents the temperature profile? So I'm not doing further options, but this one was something like this. So temperature with respect to x, that when T2 is greater than T1, the temperature profile is going to be something like that. It was a very clear question, that if B is greater than 0, this is the temperature profile, and this temperature profile is when B is less than 0. So B is greater than 0, so this will be the temperature profile. So A is the correct answer. So my dear friends, I had 3 HT questions till now. The more if I'll get, I'll come here to discuss it, right? So as of now, I'll be pausing for some time, and Pratik sir will be joining with some of his questions, right?
Thank you, Saurabh sir. So my dear students, we got strength of material questions, and this time the question of strength of material was so easy. There were so basic questions that are asked. Whatever questions we have discussed till now, we have seen one question from strength of material, which is the standard case, okay? One UVL was there and you are asked to calculate the maximum bending moment. Now see this. The next question is, you need to find out which of the following structure is statically indeterminate. You are asked to find out which of the following beam is statically indeterminate. You need to identify which of them are statically indeterminate. So 4 beams are given to you. So statically indeterminate beams are those beams in which the number of support reactions are more as compared to the number of available equilibrium equations. So those will be my statically indeterminate structure. So first one is, you have this simply supported beam. You have this continuous beam having 1 hinge support and 2 roller support like this. This is my This is the hinge support, and one roller support like this and one roller support like this is given. So this is my first beam. Second beam is, you have a propped cantilever beam. Okay, and for this propped cantilever beam, a fixed support and a roller support is there. And over this propped cantilever beam, you have one point load and a moment is acting like this. This is the point load and a moment M is acting like this, right? The third beam you have is like this. This is the third beam. So this is an overhanging beam. For this overhanging beam, one moment is acting like this. So one more beam is given to you. So my dear students, you need to identify which of these beams are statically indeterminate. I told you already that statically indeterminate structures will be those structures where number of support reactions will be more than the available equilibrium equation, So like this only you need to check and you need to identify which of them are statically indeterminate. For this beam, the number of support reactions, you have two support reaction here, then you have one here and one here. So total number of 4 support reactions. So R is equals to 4. Number of equilibrium available equations are 3. So equations are 3. So this is 4 minus 3, this is equal to 1. So the degree of static indeterminacy is 1. Therefore, this is a statically indeterminate beam. This is my statically indeterminate beam. Okay. Now come to this. In this beam, the number of support reactions are 1, 2 and 3. And this one is 4. So total number of support reactions are 4 and available equilibrium equations are 3. So degree of static indeterminacy for this beam is also 4 minus 3, that is equal to 1. So this is also a statically indeterminate beam, right? Now come to this one, third beam. You have two support reactions here, 1 and 2, and you have one more support reaction here. The total number of support reactions are 3. And available equilibrium equations are also 3. Since number of support reaction and equilibrium equations are same, therefore this is your statically determinate beam. This is statically determinate beam. These two beams are statically indeterminate. One more beam is given to us, and this beam is like this. You have again an overhanging beam in which the load is acting. Two-point loads are acting like this, one here and one here. Something like this is given to you, right? For this beam also, the number of support reactions are how much? You have 1 and 2 support reaction here and one more support reaction here. The total number of support reaction are 3 and available equilibrium equations are also 3. Since the number of a support reaction is equal to the number of equilibrium equation, therefore this is also statically determinate structure. This is also statically determinate beam. So option A and option B are the correct option in which you have statically determinate. Clear sir, ban gaya tha, very good. Chalo, moving on to the next question. Now next question is again, such easy questions are asked from strength of material, my dear students. We were expecting a better level in strength of material. In next question, what they are saying is, you have one cylinder which is subjected to a pressure. You have one cylinder which is subjected to a pressure. Just 1 second. It is subjected to a pressure. You have a thin pressure vessel which is subjected to internal pressure P. So this is my thin pressure vessel. The internal pressure P is given to you as 0.2 megapascal. Then diameter of this pressure vessel is given to you as 2 meter. and the thickness of this is given to you as 10 mm. Okay. There is one weld section like this. The welding is done at an inclination of 60 degrees. Okay. This is the weld section. It is done at an inclination of 60 degree. So they are asking us to calculate the value of normal stress on this weld section. Okay. Now first of all, my dear student, this is an oblique plane. So for that oblique plane, you calculate the value of hoop stress and longitudinal stress. So if I take an element over this cylinder surface, if I take this element, right, if I take this as an element over the cylinder surface, you can see here, this is my element. The stress that will be acting along this direction will be the longitudinal stress, and the stress which is acting on a plane which is perpendicular to the longitudinal axis will be the hoop stress. This is my hoop stress. Okay. So you need to calculate the value of longitudinal and hoop stress, then only you can find out the normal stress on the oblique plane. So for calculating the longitudinal stress, sigma L is equal to PD by 40. This is PD by 40, and hoop stress sigma H is equal to PD by 2T. Simple. So longitudinal stress, pressure is given to you as 0.2 megapascal, diameter is 2 meters, so 2000 mm divided by 4 into thickness is given to you as 10. So from here you can calculate the value of longitudinal stress, and this will come out as 10 megapascal. This is 10 megapascal, right? Once you have calculated the value of longitudinal stress, hoop stress is nothing but twice of longitudinal stress. Hoop stress is twice of longitudinal stress. Okay. So hoop stress will be equal to 20 megapascal. So now you know the value of longitudinal stress and hoop stress. Now you can calculate the stress, normal stress on this oblique plane. Just see this. So this is my stress situation. This is my stress situation. This is the element, and this is the longitudinal stress, sigma L. This is longitudinal stress, sigma L. This is the hoop stress, sigma H. This is also hoop stress, sigma H. And this is the oblique plane which is inclined at 60 degree like this. And I need to calculate the value of normal stress on this oblique plane. So first of all, my dear student, you need to measure the angle, and the angle of this plane will be always measured with respect to the vertical. You can see here, if you draw one vertical like this angle will be angle theta, and this is equal to 30 degree. So here the value of theta will be minus 30 degree. Reason is you are moving in the anti-clockwise direction, right? The position of this plane is 30 degree anti-clockwise with respect to this vertical. So sigma x is equal to sigma L is equal to 10 megapascal. Sigma y is equal to sigma hoop is equal to 20 megapascal. Now the question is very easy. So the normal stress on an oblique plane is equal to sigma normal on an oblique plane is equal to sigma x plus sigma y by 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y by 2 into cos 2 theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta. You can clearly see here there is no shear stress that are acting on these two planes. Okay. So this term will be 0. This is equal to 0. Now just substitute the value. So the value of normal stress will be, this will be 10 plus 20 by 2 plus 10 minus 20 by 2 into cos of 2 times of minus 30 degree. And after solving this, you can have the value of normal stress on an oblique plane, which will come out as, I have already done the calculation, and this comes out as 12.5 megapascal. So this normal stress is 12.5 megapascal. Just see the level of the question, how easy the questions were. We have done more difficult questions in our smart revision and the gate score booster series. Just see the level of the questions, how easy these questions were. Now coming to the next question of strength of material. The next question of strength of material is like such an easy one that just after seeing the question you have realized, oh God, this was so easy. Chalo, we see this. So one arch is given to you. It's a 3-inch arch like this. This arch is given to you like this, and this arch is hinged at the top like this. Okay, this is my point A, this is B, this is C. The question was so easy. You are asked to calculate the horizontal reaction at B. Some load is given to you. This is 100 kilonewton and this is 50 kilonewton. This distance is 6 meters. This distance is also 6 meters. This distance is 3 meter. And this distance is also 3 meter, where this point load is acting, right? You need to calculate the horizontal reaction at B. So for calculating that horizontal react, 20.19 may be the maximum moment. Okay, maximum moment. In this question, you need to calculate the horizontal reaction at B. Okay, now for calculating that, you need to find out these two support reactions. So you have one vertical reaction VA acting like this. Then you have this horizontal reaction HA acting like this. Again you have this vertical reaction VC, and you have this horizontal reaction HC acting like this. So what you can do is, about point C, you take summation of moment equal to 0. Just write down summation of moment about C equal to 0. So you have the clockwise moment due to VA, and the value will be VA into 12. There will be no moment due to HA because the line of action of HA is passing through point C. Then there will be some anti-clockwise moment due to this 100 kilonewton load. Value will be minus 100 into 9. This is 6, this is 3. So total will be 9. The moment due to this 50 kilonewton load will be again anti-clockwise. Value will be minus 50 into 3. And this should be equal to 0. So from here you can calculate the value of VA. And this comes out as, I have already done it. So this is 87.5 kilonewton. Okay. So once you have calculated this VA, now in order to calculate this horizontal reaction at B, what you can do is, you can just consider this portion AB of this arch and draw the free body diagram. So just considering this portion AB of the arch, it will be like this. This is the portion AB of the arch. So at B, there is an internal hinge. You have one horizontal reaction at B and you have one vertical reaction at B like this. This is VB. You have this 100 kilonewton load acting like this, and you have this vertical and horizontal reaction at this point A, VA and HA. Now the next thing is, I want to calculate the value of HA because HA will going to give me the horizontal reaction at B. So for calculating HA, what can I do is, I can write down summation of moment about point B equal to 0. Summation of moment about point B equal to 0. For this, I need to mention all the dimensions that are given. So these are the dimensions given. This is 6 meters. This is also 6 meters. This distance is 3 meter. Okay. So write down summation of moment about point B equal to 0. The first moment will be caused by this VA, and that will be a clockwise moment. Value will be VA into 6. The second moment will be caused by this HA, and it will be an anti-clockwise moment about point B, and the value will be minus HA into 6. The next moment will be due to this 100 kilonewton load. Value will be 100 into 3, again in anti-clockwise direction. So minus 100 into 3. This is equal to 0. Substitute the value of VA, which we have calculated, 87.5. So this will be 87.5 into 6 minus HA into 6 minus 300, and this is equal to 0. So from here you can calculate the value of HA, and the value of HA will come out as 37.5. This HA will come out as 37.5 kilonewton. Now we don't want HA. What we want HB. For finding out the value of HB, just take the summation of horizontal forces equal to 0. So you have one horizontal force HA acting like this and another horizontal force HB acting like this. So only two horizontal forces. So HA minus HB is equal to 0. So from here the value of HB will be also equal to HA, and this will be equal to 37.5, and this will be my final answer. This is the value of HB. the horizontal reaction. Okay, just see how easy the questions were. I am regularly telling you we have seen more difficult questions in our GATE score booster series. Especially this year in mechanical, what we were expecting is, we were expecting more practical application based question. Just see the practical application, just see here. This is a question from thin pressure vessels, but they have not asked the direct value of normal stress. Instead, what they have said, ki there is one weld. What will be the value of normal stress on the weld? These kind of questions were expected, and we were continuously talking about that. Okay, so these are the questions that are asked from strength of material. Now Priyanka ma'am will continue from here. She will discuss maths and aptitude questions. Okay, so just stay tuned and please share this session.
Hello everyone. So now I am having few questions more from the maths and aptitude. Let's go for the solution. So we are having one basic question from the series again from the aptitude. Let's see the very simple question. So the question is for the given series. We are having a series. We need to find out the odd one out. 19, 37, 21, 17, 23, 29, 31 and 11. We need to find out the odd one. So odd one, very simply we can approach this question. We already discussed one more question based on the series, and here also one more question we are having. So there are two questions from the series concept. So let's see. Very easily we can approach, dear students, what it is. 19, 37, 21, 17, 23. Look at here, all the numbers which are mentioned here other than only one number, all the numbers are prime number. 19 is a prime number, 37 is a prime number, 17 is a prime number, 23, 29, 31, 11, they all are prime number other than the 21. 21 is not a prime number, it is a composite number because it is having a multiple factors. So 7 into 3 can be written as in 21. So if we are looking for the odd one, so in this case the odd number will be definitely 21. So your answer should be 21 here. Very easily you can identify the odd one series. Yes. So guys, you guys can also confirm that whether the question was same or not. Okay, you can confirm the data, you can confirm, you can give your input also in these questions. Let's see one more question we are having from this one, from the general aptitude. This question was also from the general aptitude. One more question I am having from the general aptitude. So let's see the question. So here it is given to us, if x by pq minus r square equals to y by qr minus p square equals to z by rp minus q square, and then we need to find out the value of, please confirm bacho, this was the question or not, px plus qy plus rz. We need to find out the value of these three. Yes, it was same. You Gautam, Abhishek Gurdman, you can confirm this question also, whether this was there or not. So we need to find out the value of px plus qy plus rz very easily. So we can just solve the question like, suppose I am just taking this, all these three quantities is equals to k. If I am taking, so easy aptitude, very good. So if I will take all these three quantities equals to k, then I can write down from here my x will be equals to k into pq minus r square. Okay, second I can write down my y will be k into qr minus p square. Third I can take my z is equals to k into PR or RP minus Q square. So we are having the values of x, y, z, and we can put these values of x, y, z in the required number. So let's put and then solve. So you are looking for the px plus qy plus rz. Let's approach. P will be as it is, the value of x I will put from here, which is k into pq minus r square, plus when I will go for the q, it will be k into qr minus this value of y, qr minus p square, and plus here we are having PQ, and this is K PR minus Q square. Okay, and here we are having R. So PR minus Q square. Okay, that I need to find out here, multiply with the K also. PR minus Q square. Right? So here when you will approach it, so dear students, I can see the K is here, here and here. So we can throughout take K as in common. When you will multiply this, so it will become P square Q minus PR square. When you will multiply this, it will become Q square R minus P square Q. When you will multiply this, it will become P R square minus Q square R. And I think now very easily you can say this minus Q square R plus Q square R gone. P square Q minus P square Q plus P square Q gone. PR square plus P square gone. So you are having actually K into 0, and 0 into something, your result should be 0 here. So your answer should be 0 in this case. You can confirm the data of this question also, bachcho, please confirm. Alright. Okay, so now I am having few questions from engineering mathematics also. Let's see the questions. So which I can see that till now the questions I received from the engineering mathematics, I can see the engineering mathematics is easy or easy to moderate. Again, if you are saying general aptitude is also easy, till now we are we received few questions from the general aptitude, those are easy, and now I am having few more questions of the engineering mathematics, those are also very easy. If you know the basics, then surely you can approach the question. So let's see one very good question I am having from the engineering mathematics. So this question is from engineering mathematics. Let's see, the question is, it is given to you the value double integration question, x is equals to 3 to 4 integration y equals to 1 to 2, and this is dy dx by x plus y whole square, and that is equals to log to the base e, a by 24, a by 24, and you are looking for the value of a. So you need to find out the value of a in this case. Yes? Alright, so very easily we can approach this one. We can see the question is from double integration. I will do definitely the integration first of all with respect to y. When I will do the integration with respect to y, this is x is equals to 3 to 4, we are having 1 upon x plus y square, you are having, it will be minus 1 upon x plus y. You can write down, you are having the limit y is equals to 1 to 2, you will put, and this will be then dx. When you will put the limit, it will become minus 1 upon, at the place of y we can put 2 and we can put y 1, so it will be minus x plus 2. Okay, and this will be minus x plus 1. So this will be your result, minus minus plus you can write down for the y, and here we are having dx, integration is x is equals to 3 to 4. Okay, so minus 1 upon x plus y, and again minus minus plus 1 upon x plus y. Y at the place of y you can put 1 and you can put 2. So here you can see when you will go for this one, so again I need to go for the integration. Now we will go for the integration with respect to, yeah, very good. Now very good, it is 25. We will go for the integration with respect to x. So when I will go for this is nothing but 1 upon x, and integration of 1 upon x is ln x or the natural log of x. So it will be minus ln of x plus 2 we are having, and this will be plus ln of x plus 1, and here we need to put the limit at the place of x, you need to put 3 to 4. So we can put the values of the limit x is equals to 3 to 4. When you will put here, it will become minus l, suppose I am putting 4, so it will be 4 plus 2 6, and here it will give me minus minus plus ln of 5. When I will go for this one, so it will become 4 plus 1 5, okay, and 4 plus 1 5, and here you can go for the minus ln of 3 plus 1 4. So like this you can just approach the things. Okay, so when you will go for this, this will be twice of, we are having twice of ln of 5 minus, we can take common, it will be ln 6 and ln 4. So means here I can go for the simple multiplication, log of m plus log of n is nothing but log of mn. So it will become ln or natural log of 24, it will become ln 5 square, which is 25 only. So you are having ln of 25 by 24, because I can see here I can go for the the log of m minus log of n, which is log of m by n, and we can compare this with the given data. What is given to us? Log to the base e, means here this one only. So when you will go for the comparison between a by 24, very clearly you can see your a is nothing but 25 only. So by comparison we can write down the a is 25. That should be the answer. Yeah, a is equals to 25 should be the answer. Rahman, absolutely right. The result is. Now one question we are having, one more question we are having from the integration. Let's see the double integration question. This question is from also engineering mathematics. So the question is it's given to us, and actually we need to find out the value of this one. Double integration z dx dy. We need to find out the value of this one, where S is the outer surface, where your S is the closed surface, right? So outer surface of a sphere, x square plus y square plus z square is equals to r square. So guys, if you appeared with this paper, you can confirm whether we are having the same data or not. It was the radius of this sphere is given to you r square only, or you are having the value of radius as something. You can confirm this closed curve is x, this sphere only, na, x square plus y square plus z square is equals to r square. Yes. Okay, so we need to find out this value. So first of all, I can see, I will go here, let's write down the given question first of all in a more systematic manner. We are having this one dx dy, means actually this is nothing but your double integration is written in forms of the Cartesian. So here you can just write down in a systematic manner z dot k cap, you can write down, it will be dx dy and k cap. So when you will go for the dot product na, so k dot k will be 1. That's why here you cannot see the any vector quantity. And if I will solve this one, so I will use here the Gauss divergence theorem. When we will use here the Gauss divergence theorem, according to this one, if we are having double integration f dot nds, it should equals to the del dot f dv. So we can convert the double integration with the help of the divergence. So del dot f dv, 4 by 3 pi r cube, right? Shabash. So here we can go with this one. So when I will approach it, so I can see my function is actually nothing but z only. So when I will go for the divergent of this f, I can see the I don't have here value of I, and j is not, y is also not possible here. We are having only here the value z. X and y is not possible, or if you want, you can write down this in the 0x plus 0y plus plus z k cap. So 0 x I cap, 0 y j cap, and z k cap you are having here. So when you will go for the comparison, very easily you can see your value of divergent is nothing but 1. When you will put this value of divergent here, so it will be nothing but 1 only. So we are having constant term. So when I will put here, it will become triple integration v dv. So v will be the volume of your given sphere. So sphere is of the r, radius r. So you can write down your result should be 4 by 3 pi r cube. If it is mentioned the value of r, then you can put the value of r. If here the value of r is not mentioned, then you can just leave it here only. Okay, so this is one of the very easy question, and as I told earlier, lots of the time also we should see it's in the mechanical, we can see in the upcoming papers also the question from the Green Gauss stock and Gauss, if I will talk about the 3 operators and the 3 theorem. So you should definitely see the one of the question from this vector calculus, Green Gauss stock. You can see this question is from the Gauss divergence theorem, and from the 3 operator gradient divergent curl also. Now one more question I am having from the linear system of equation, means the basic question, very easy question. Lots of the time we approach those type of question, very simple question, and that question is from the linear algebra system of equation. Its only important thing is here understanding the language. If you can understand the question within few seconds, I can guarantee the question which I am going to write down in the easier manner, you can solve the question with my method. Let's see, the question is given the system of equation, the system of equation is x plus 2y plus z is equals to 5. The next is 2x plus ay plus 4z is equals to 12. The next is 2x plus 4y plus 6z is equals to b. Have non-trivial solution in null space. Now first of all, the meaning of non-trivial solution in null space means, bhaiya, this is talking about your system is having infinitely many solution. Indirectly it is written to you. So non-trivial solution in null space. Because this solution, this given system of equation is a non-homogeneous system of equation, and when you are talking about non-trivial solution in null space, it means you are indirectly saying that here rank of the matrix A equals to rank of the matrix AB, but it will be less than 2 number of variables, means here we are having infinite number of solutions. Okay, null space, and then find the value of A and B. Then here it is asking about value of A and B, and literally I can give you guarantee within few lines we can solve this question. Shabash. Let's see. So first of all, I will go for the matrix AB. Why? Because one very important thing which I can understand from this question is, here it is given to us the system will have infinitely many solution. Infinitely many solution means rank of matrix A equals to rank of matrix AB will be less than 2 number of unknowns. Now as this can be, this the line which is written every student can read ki ma'am it is written number of, we are having here non-trivial solution in null space, or you can read one more line that here we are having infinite number of solution, or you can read one more line ki rank of A equals to rank of AB is less than 2 number of unknown. But can you see one very specific line here? When you are seeing the rank of A and rank of AB is equal but it is less than 2 number of unknowns, look at here how many unknowns you are having. You are having here 3 unknowns. 3 unknown means x, y, z. So 101% your rank will be less than 3. And when you are saying your rank of the given matrix A and AB is less than 3, it means all the minors of 3 cross 3, सारे के सारे minors determinant of 3 cross 3 will become 0. Directly ये question में solve करने का hint है. Within 2 lines you can solve this question by this method. I can give you guarantee. So here now I will write down this question AB, and look at how easily we will solve this question. 1, there is no need to solve any determinant, nothing, no required. So 1, 2 we are having here 1, 2, 1 and 5. Next is 2, A, 4 and 12, and the next is 2, 4, 6 and B. 2, 4, 6 and B. Now we know very well we are having a specific or the golden rule. Whenever the very first element is 1, you should try to make all the elements below this 1 equals to 0, and your question is done. There only your question is done. So I will approach the same thing here. At the place of R2, I will go with R2 minus 2R1. I will go here R3. At the place of R3, R3 minus 2R1. When I will go, these two elements will become 0, and my question is going to solve now in the next step. There is no need to do any extra effort. Okay, literally I can give you guarantee how easily we are solving. There is no need to solve any determinant. There is no need to solve any dependency. कुछ भी नहीं देखना है. Only these 2 steps you need to do and your question is done. So these type of questions, lots of the question we already solve in our classroom, in our YouTube sessions also. So 2 minus 2, it will become 0. It will become A minus 4. It will become 4 minus 2 is 2. It will become 12 minus 10 is 2. Now when you will go for this 2 minus 2, 0. 4 minus 4, 0. 6 minus 2, 4. And this will become B minus 10. Now look at here. You are saying that the rank of this matrix A and AB is less than 3. Less than 3 means less than 2 number of unknowns. Means you are seeing here all the determinant of 3 cross 3 should be 0. And we know very well that whenever the determinant is 0, here only one condition we can use lots of the time. Whenever you want to just write down your determinant equals to 0, so any 2 rows or columns should be identical. If it is identical, then your question is done there only. So look at, I will compare. This will be 0. Okay, and it should be here. If you want that this condition will satisfy rank of A equals to rank of AB, it means all the minors, the rank of this first minor means the value of this first minor also 0, the value of the second minor also 0. Okay, so here we can compare. This should be 0, so you can put directly A minus 4 is equals to 0, so A is equals to 4 first of all. Now when I will compare here, I can see ma'am these two elements are not equal. So let's do one more step here. In the last row divided by 2. So when you will divide last row by the 2, what happen? Last row by the 2. So it will divided by 2. When you will do like this, so you can see 4 by 2 is 2. 2 and 2, yes, this is equal, this is equal. You can compare from this last element also. B minus 10 by 2 equals to 2. You can write down B minus 10 is equals to 4. So hence your B is equals to 14. Very easily within 25 to 30 seconds you can solve this question. If you learn from with my method, lots of the time I approach this method on the YouTube also, and in our class also we are following this simple method. Whenever we are having very first element 1, you need to follow this pattern, and every time your question will give you solution itself. And here you can see the proof that very easily we can solve this question. Okay, clear? So how easily we can solve this question? The result is A is equals to 4 and B is equals to 14. You can write down this is 4 and this is 14. This will be your answer. I hope it is clear, guys. So till now I'm having these questions only. If you guys are having question, you can just send to us, so that we will just verify the question and then we will come with the solutions for you. Alright guys, so stay connected. Now more questions from the technical also going to come. So just hold on. If I will have more question, I will come again.
So hello everyone, we have now some questions from the fluid mechanics, strength of material and machine design as well, right? Me and Pragya sir will be solving some of the questions for you guys. Pragya sir, first question they have asked, like velocity vector they have given. Now actually the student the question the student has given, no, that student was confused, sir, why they have written h here. So some students was confused. Actually it is a hyperbolic function, right? So they are asking about the velocity. Okay, this is, sir, simply they have given this u component. This is our v component. Now value of v at this particular point 0, -1. For that we should know what is v. First of all, see, I am telling you this question is just a mathematics question.
And first of all, so there are two dimension.
Yeah, 2 dimension. And
flow is 2 dimension.
Already it is mentioned that it is an incompressible flow.
Oh, already mentioned.
So for when we write, sir, incompressible flow,
we know that del dot
v is what? 0.
Simply.
So del dot v will be 0. So now del dot v 0 basically means what? Dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou y is equals to 0. Now the point is, why I have not written w? Because w is already 0 in the velocity vector. It is a 2D case. So dou u by dou x, dou v by dou y equals to 0. It will be there. Now u value is given as 2 sin hx. So what it will be? Simply 2 cos sh.
That's
2
it.
cos hx. Right? Simple. And what about this? We don't know about this part, so we will write dou v by dou y equals to 0. Simple. Now what I will do here? See. Now what I will do? Dou v by dou y equals to minus 2 cos hx. Right? Now simply I need to do what? Integration. So finally if I do the integration, what it will be there? 2 into y cos hx, as it is a dou v by dou y. So integration will be with respect to y only. But remember the function, the constant, we can write. Actually this is a constant, but that constant has to be what? A function of x only.
Why? Because you have a partially differentiation with respect
to y. So constant will be as a function of x. Got it? So this is what the velocity function. Okay. But the point is we should know what is f of x. Without knowing the value of f of x, we cannot solve. Okay. Now,
why? Because here I think absolute value they are asking.
Yes.
Numerical value.
And one more thing, sir, they have given some data also regarding v. At 0 value of y, the v value is cos hx.
Right.
So if I use this information, v x comma 0, for this particular point, the value is cos hx. Now I just need to put y value 0 here. So what I will be getting? V value cos hx. Y value, if I put 0 here, so it becomes 0 plus f of x.
That's it. You have f of x.
So finally f of x value is cos hx. I hope it is clear. Now this value I will put here, then only I will be having the complete value of v. And I'm telling you, most of the common mistake is they are not writing f of x. Simply they will say, okay, sir, simply this is the v value.
And put all this numerical value
and directly and get the answer. So that is the biggest.
And I think, sir, this is the NIT type question. I think.
Yes. Yes. It is an NIT type question.
So
biggest blunder mistake is you are not writing this f of x, the constant value. This is very important. Okay. Now f of x we find out. Now directly I will write the v value here. So v value is minus 2 cos hx plus f of x was cos hx only. Okay, and here one more thing, y. Y is also there because we have done the integration now. So y part will also come. See this part, minus 2y cos hx and cos hx. So if I take cos hx common, what I will be getting? 1 minus 2y. Simple.
Correct.
1 minus 2y I will be getting, and what actually they are asking is value of v at 0 comma minus 1.
That means
This
x
is the
value is 0,
zero,
y value minus 1.
So simply I need to put this value, x value 0 comma minus 1.
Minus 1. Correct.
So simply x value 0. So cos h 0, 1 minus 2 into minus 1.
Yes.
This cos 0 is what? 1 minus 2, but it is a minus sign. So what I will be getting? Final answer is
3.
3.
That's it.
So I'm telling you, kinematics, fluid kinematics is nothing but the mathematics only.
And more precisely, sir, this is the vector mathematics.
Yes, vector calculus part. So if you are comfortable in differentiation, integration, then you will never have a fear of kinematics. Many people have a fear of fluid kinematics because they are not comfortable with mathematics part. Specifically vector calculus part.
Yes.
Right.
See, only this is your fluid mechanics.
This much is only the fluid mechanics
That's
concept
it.
involved.
Other than mathematics.
Other than all the parts is what simply the mathematics part. Now, next one more question was there, sir.
I think that
Yes,
that
mechanics question. Simple mechanics question. We can discuss this subject or this topic break in the machine design as well, but it is a basically
actually
mechanics.
basic question. This is the basic.
Basic fundamental of mechanics only.
BTech first year. First year.
Correct. So they are asking, sir, in this question they are asking F, and the values that they have given is maximum tension here is 1.5 kilonewton here. 1.5 kilonewton, and the coefficient of friction 0.3 they have mentioned. Very simple thing. Now the point is how you will calculate, sir. In all engineering mechanics question, the very basic step is draw the free body diagram.
Right.
If you have correctly drawn the free body diagram, half of the work is done, because after that relative whatever the equations are there, that only you need to use.
So, yes.
Main thing is free body diagram. Free body diagram correct. So you will definitely get the correct answer if you use right equations for that particular situation.
Oh, before that, sir, some student get confused also. Okay, sir, which type?
Which will be maximum, which will be
so
minimum.
that, sir, please explain also that one. Which side is maximum? Why? Because direction it is given.
So first I will draw the free body diagram here. Now, this is.
Let's suppose, any tension.
This is tension. This is tension. Now, if they have mentioned this is a clockwise rotation, so
I think
obviously
it is given, sir, in the question.
Yes, it is given. Already it is given.
Why? Because without this information, we cannot.
Identify the maximum side of the tension. So if it is a clockwise, this one will be the maximum one, and this is what the minimum one.
Right.
Now this is the free body diagram of this particular disc drum. Now for this rod, if I have to draw the free body diagram, how it will be there? See. Right. Now see everyone, the tension here. This is what the free body diagram of the rod we are having, and this is what the T mean, and this is what the force F. Now sir, once we have drawn the free body diagram, now it's become very simple, because the relation of T max and T minimum, I hope many people remember that relation in engineering mechanics. Okay, we have discussed application of friction partner. T max divided by T mean, maximum tension divided by the minimum tension equals to e to the power mu theta. Okay, so maximum tension is what the tight side, and the minimum tension is called as slack side. So this is there. Now maximum value already they have given as 1.5 kilonewton, right? Divided by this T mean, or T2 you can also write T1 by T2. It's your choice only. Now this relation we will be using coefficient of friction 0.3, and theta will be what? 180 degree. That is pi here. Okay, remember we need to mention the angle in radian. This is very important information. So from here, this T value you will be getting approximately, this answer is 0.05845 kilonewton, right? This is what the tension we got. Now what I need to do, simply use the moment equilibrium about the hinge point. This is what our hinge point, let's suppose point O. At this point we need to take the moment equilibrium, and we'll be getting directly answer of F. So if I use the moment equilibrium equation, so summation of moment value 0, Okay, about which point? About this particular hinge point. So T mean will have a moment in anti-clockwise and F will have a clockwise moment. Both the moment has to be what? Equal, so that the moment value at this point O will be 0. So I will just equate that particular moment. So T mean already I have calculated here, 0.5845 multiplied by the distance. What is the distance given here? This is the distance 200, right? And this moment, because as it is a anti-clockwise, this moment will get balanced by the moment of this particular force about the hinge point, that is in clockwise sense. So F into 1000, right? So now from here the calculation, if you do, very simple answer you will be getting easily, 0.1169 kilonewton. Okay, so as per the question, whether it is they have asked in kilonewton or kilonewton, based on that you can mention the answers here, right? So this is very important discussion, guys, going on. If you have any new question find, so please let us know, please mention those questions here, right? Now Saurabh sir will be coming here for the questions, right? Saurabh sir.
Hello, my dear friends. So, as I said, I'm back with the industrial question. So, my dear friends, I'm hearing that industrial questions have come a lot, and I've come up with two questions, namely it's from inventory and the other is from assignment. So let us see, my dear friends. Given that the annual demand was 8,000 per year, the ordering cost was 300 per order, the holding cost was 12 per unit per month, and he is asking acha, once given that one quantity is there which is 125% of the economic order quantity. So the question that he is asking is, what is the total inventory cost at Q minus TIC at Q star divided by TIC Q star. So in a way he is asking the percentage increase or percentage decrease into 100. So my dear friends, we all know that inventory is one of the most important chapters when it comes to GATE, and I've been in my smart revision every time I've discussed the question of inventory, and again an easy question have come basically. So how to do, my dear friends? So first I'll do what? First I'll calculate what is the Q star value. So what is the Q star value? The Q star value is nothing but 2D C naught by CH. So 2 into what is D? 8,000. What is C naught? 300. And CH is 12, but it is in per month, so I have to convert it in year. So this is coming out to be 182.5. Right. Can I find TIC star? So TIC star is root over of 2D C naught CH. So root over of 2 into 8,000 into C naught is 300 and CH is 12 into 12. So this will come out to be 26290.88 rupees. This is the TIC star. Now I have to find TIC, that is the inventory cost at Q. So Q is given as 1.25 times of Q star. So that will, this is nothing but when you put, it will be 228.21, and you know that if I have to find the TIC at any Q, it is average inventory into the holding cost plus the number of orders into the ordering cost. So it is nothing but 228.21 by 2 into holding cost is 144 plus annual demand is 8000 divided by Q is 228.21 and ordering cost is 300. If you solve this, you will be getting rupees 26947.75. So we have all the data with us, we have all the data, so therefore I am simply substituting the data. I am simply substituting the data minus TIC at Q star divided by TIC at Q star into 100. I've been telling my dear friends, inventory is one of the very important chapters, and see how an easy question have come. You will get it as 2.49 and roughly it is 2.5%, right? So as I said, inventory is very important and it's a very good lesson for us. Okay, the next question is from my dear friends assignment question. One assignment question has been given, my dear friends, and in my smart revision series, in my gate score booster session, every time I have taken an assignment, even if you see the last session that I took, the challenging series questions, then also I took the assignment question. That means I knew that one assignment question was bound to come, and it has come, my dear friends. And this is the question, my dear friends. So the data he has given 11, 16, 19, 13, 5, 10, 7, 8, 12, 4, 17, 11 and 8, 15, 11, 9, and the units that were given as 300, 300, 300 and 300. Everywhere the 300 is the capacity. So basically it was a transportation problem, and they were asking the optimal cost. So you know that the degenerate case of transportation is assignment. So basically we have to assign it, we have to solve it by assignment. The detailed question is not with me, but whatever is with me, I am discussing that. So basically if I remove this 300 as of now and simply solve it by assignment, so Hungarian method I can apply, and what we can do, we can proceed by row reduction and column reduction. So after row reduction and column reduction, the data that I have is, I am writing that, what do we do in row reduction? We substitute the minimum element from all the elements, row reduction and column reduction. So I'll start allocating the first row, subsequent wala 0 kar do, then 1 0 I see, I allocate, 2 zeros skip, again come to column, allocate 0. So after assigning, is the number of assignment equal to the order of the matrix? No, that means I have to make it optimal. How to make it optimal? You tick the unallocated row, corresponding column you tick, again corresponding row you tick, and finally the cycle stops, and we have to draw lines through unallocated unticked rows and ticked column. All the zeros are cancelled. All the zeros are cancelled, and again if I just reframe the matrix, the minimum element is 1, I'll subtract from there, and I'll subtract from these elements from where no line is passing, and from where one line is passing I'll leave as it is, intersection mein add karna hai. Okay, so after doing all that thing, after doing all the things, again I have this reframe matrix. Again I will do the allocation, extra 0 cancel kar do, again allocation, extra 0 cancel kar do, 2 0 skip, 1 0 allocate, again column mein आओगे तो ये आएगा. So basically after reallocations I have this. So if you add the elements from the corresponding matrix, you will get it as 41 and 41 for 1, and if you multiply with, you know, the cost they are asking, optimal cost, if you multiply with 300, it will be 12300. So 12300 is your answer. 1230 is your answer. 12300. This is it from industrial engineering, and Pragya sir is here with another question. All the very best.
Atul sir, come. Okay, so my dear, now one more question is there, and really this is very good question. Okay, and this question is related to the machine design. Okay, and me and Atul sir both are discussing this question. Okay, why? Because this question is a little bit lengthy question. I think this question is 2 marks. Why? Because this question is combined loading condition. Yes or not? 1 second, beta. I have already, the question is there. Combined loading condition, and see this question. Yes, this is the question. Okay, beta. So this is the question. Okay. Now this is the combined loading condition. There is a axial load is there, and there is a torsional. So sir, one thing is that a student think that, sir, there is no any critical section. That means they are deciding the critical with.
Correct, sir. And one more thing, sir, in order to solve such question, we need to know the shear stresses. Without knowing the variation of the shear stress,
you cannot.
Shear stress diagram, you should know.
Then you have to decide now which section is weakest, which section is strongest. Yes.
So you will be able to decide the critical cross section here just because if you have clear understanding of the shear stresses.
Again, then what is the format? Format is that first decide the critical section.
Correct.
If you have a critical section, design according to that critical section. Find the stress according to normal. Find the stress according to shear stress according to torsion. Add them according to the Morse theorem,
Yes.
and find that, right. And you have to apply this.
Already they have mentioned distortion energy
Energy
theory.
theory.
We have to apply here.
And my dear, if you don't know the distortion energy theory, you cannot solve this question.
Thank you,
Okay.
Vijay. Thank you, Vijay. So, sir, Pragya, sir, start with the solution part.
Okay, so sir, this is the normal load. So from that normal load, if you draw, so the stress is uniform. Total the stress is uniform if there is a normal load. So uniform load is there due to this normal stress, and if there is a torsion, so there must be a torsional stress produced. So if there is a circumference and if there is an axis, so this is what in this direction, that means this is anti-clockwise. So this is a torsional shear stress. So this is your direction. This is your direction of torsional shear stress. This is the direction. So my dear, see what is that? Each and every point of this cross section, that means if you select any cross section of this shaft, each point have a uniform stress. How? See, at this point normal stress, each and every cross section same. And if you take a torsional shear stress, each and every point, the torsional shear stress are same. So don't bother about the critical section. Okay. Now we have a yield strength. Now my dear, there is one point very important. What is the difference between strength and stress? Strength is the material property and stress is not a material property. So strength value is given. Strength, SYT, yield shear strength. That means you have to design, generally it will be ductile material. So shaft is generally made by ductile material. So yield strength in tension it is given, torsion value it is given, and load it is given. Now you have to draw the shear stress. So what is the stress? Normal stress, force, axial load. What is P? Yeah, force P upon the area. Area is what? Cross section area. So from this one you have to find this normal stress. Now from this one you have to find, see my dear, you know that at R, from center to radius R, there is a maximum torsional shear stress. So tau max, you know that, how, what is the value? 16 tau by pi dq. Simple. So you have sigma, you have tau max, T it is given, D it is given, area of cross section, what is the area of cross section? Pi by 4 ds square. So pi by 4 d it is given, P load it is given. So if you arrange that one, that means if you, so if you have a axial load, what is that? Axial stress, 0, 0, 0 divided by pi by 4, and d it is given 50 square. So how much it is? 50.93 megapascal. The same question with a different data. The same question with a different data we'll discuss in the class. Why? Because this question is a very, very, very good question. Okay. Now tau max, it is your 16, and torque it is your 6,000,000 divided by pi into 50 per power cube. Now my dear, if you calculate this one, this is a 24.44 megapascal. Now I hope you all are done at this step, up to this step, no problem at all. No problem at all, you have to done all this at this step. Now my dear, think this, if this is your shaft, if you take any element on this shaft, if you take any element either top, bottom, anywhere, top fiber, bottom fiber, anywhere, there is a one stress along this x-axis, if you let's suppose, and there is a torsional stress. There is a no any two, that means this is only normal stress in the x direction and torsional stress in the torsional stress. So if you select the element, let's suppose if you select this element, this element, okay. So this, let's suppose this is your x direction. This is your x direction and this is your y direction. So there is a uniaxial loading, that means load will apply along the x axis. So this is your x direction, so here it is your sigma x. This is what? This is your state of stress, and here it is tau xy. That's it. So tau xy value and sigma x value is given. So here sigma x and sigma y it is given 0. Why? Because this is one dimensional. So here sigma x is equal to 50.93 megapascal. Sigma y is equal to 0. Tau xy is equal to 24.44 megapascal. Now my dear, this state of stress you have now, and what is the third step? If you have a normal, this is general state of stress. It is not a principal state of stresses. This is a general state of stresses. From that general state of stresses, you have to find the principal state of stresses. How to find the principal state of stresses? Just you have to apply this value. That means if you have, that means there is a principal major principal stress, minor principal stress. You have sigma x plus sigma y by 2 plus minus r. R is what? R is the radius of Mohr's circle, and this r is nothing. This is your tau. Okay, absolute. So you have 50.93 sigma y 0 divided by 2 plus minus r 35.3. Okay, so there is a major stress. It is your 60.769 megapascal, my dear. Just you match this. So sigma 2 is equal to minus 9.835 megapascal, and obviously sigma 3 is equal to 0. Sigma 3 is equal to 0. Correct. Now, now my dear, we know that according to maximum distortion, MDET, according to MDET, one meshes stresses, sigma dash is equal to SYT divided by factor of safety. This is equal to a square root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 the whole square, sigma 2 minus sigma 1 whole square, sigma 1 minus sigma 2, sigma 1 minus sigma 2 whole square, sigma 2 minus sigma 3 whole square, sigma 3 minus sigma 1 whole square divided by 2. Now my dear, here sigma 3 is equal to 0. Now if you arrange like that, so here you have to find factor of safety by putting sigma 3 is equal to 0. This is equal to sigma yt divided by root under sigma 1 square, sigma 2 square minus of sigma 1 and 2. See the beauty. Sigma 2. Now you have all this value, SYT value it is given. Why? Because this is a yield strength. The value of yield strength it is given in the question. Put this value of yield strength and all put the sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 1 you have, sigma 2 you have. Put this value. The final answer is 4.529. That's it. That's it. That's it. Clear? So these are the some questions, and this question obviously this question is 2 marks question, and this question is very genuine. Now my dear, now the next part is that we will discuss the analysis part. That means what is the analysis, that means what is the overall experience, what is the overall experience with respect to teacher point of view and with respect to also the student point of view. What is the overall experience today's exams, we will discuss very soon. Okay, thank you.
Hello guys, चलिए बच्चों. So Sai, I hope mechanical analysis we have solved more than 30 questions here. Whatever the memory question we have got from the student side, on the same day of exam, today is 3rd Feb, and at 6 p.m. we have started just after 30 minutes of your actual exam. So dear student, if you have any query, you can also write in chat box. And here now we will discuss the complete paper analysis, where the main discussion point is expected cutoff and the subject wise difficulty level and the overall difficulty level of the GATE 24 mechanical exam. Okay. So one more thing student, whatever subjects are common in data science as well as in mechanical, like engineering mathematics, aptitude. So those who are supposed to write the civil exam or in the next week EC electrical iron exam, you must visit or you must see the videos of engineering maths aptitude questions, so that it will be helpful for you and you will get confident also. If you are able to solve that question, eventually you feel like if this question I am able to solve. So such type of question or such type of concept if come, then definitely it will boost your confidence also, and at the time of exam maybe you will get the good marks in the upcoming gate. Yes. Study guys, we have all the team members here, Atul sir, Pragya sir, Saurav sir and Pratik sir here. So my first question to Atul sir, like according to you, what was the difficulty level for today's exam?
Sir,
Oral exam.
students were saying ki it is like little bit more above the moderate level.
Moderate level, okay.
So previously we have seen the last paper was it was moderate, but now it was little bit up from the moderate level.
Okay.
Specifically in FM, fluid mechanics,
okay.
there were some questions in which students find difficulty,
Okay.
as well as in some theory of machine as well. So we can say little bit above from the moderate level.
And what we can say that we are solving many questions in the classroom also, all the PYQ pattern. So do you think that if a student who just revise all the 30-year PYQs and solve the classroom problem, they are able to make a good rank in
Yes, sir, sure. I will give you example also. In thermodynamics, some of the questions like question from Britain's cycle,
Okay.
second law of thermodynamics, that we have discussed in the class itself. Same exact questions.
Exactly.
So same question was asked directly in the examination.
So what I noted na, कि IIT just decided in a subject we have 10 or 15 important topics. From that topic, definitely for sure questions need to come or
Correct.
100%
Yes,
come
sir.
on. So students are very much aware about that. Ki these are my expected topics. But you have to revision. You have to do revision multiple times. You have to do practice those questions at least 2 or 3 times, so that in the examination hall, whenever the question will come, you will directly
Yes, sir.
solve them.
One more thing, sir. Before the gate examination, we have conducted smart revision sessions.
Correct, correct.
GSB gate booster we have done. So in that we have focused on selected topics from which actually question came in the gate examination.
Exactly. And today we have noted that many faculties are saying that same questions we have just
Done in the class itself.
in the class itself. Only like there was 25 temperature and here is 40-degree temperature.
right.
Correct.
Such type of only changes we have. So, dear students, I am telling you at the IMS Gate Academy, whatever content we are providing in terms of live classes, in terms of recorded lecture, in terms of exercise book, theory book, and recently we launched the 33-year PYQs.
So
That is the
student
grant
asking
for students.
Cutoff also.
Cutoff also. So we'll discuss about the cutoff, guys. Here we have the last 5-year cutoff. Pratik sir, I think Pratik sir will explain this. Yes.
Dear student, this is a 10-year cutoff. As Atul sir have told you that last year paper was moderate, sir.
Yes, sir. It was moderate.
So
We can expect a little bit less cutoff will be there.
Okay, so as compared to this 28, you are saying that ki cutoff may be 26, 27?
Yes, around that one. Because now the paper was as above, little bit above from the moderate level.
Okay.
Definitely cutoff will be less compared to this.
Exactly.
you know, sir, this cutoff, how it is calculated, if the paper level is like moderate to hard, then the number is secured by all the students that will going to reduce, and that will reduce this cutoff. So right now it is 28, so we can expect somewhere around 27 to 30 marks.
So that range will be there.
Yeah. Means you can see students, this is the cutoff for last 10 years for mechanical engineering. It has even went up to like 34.7.
But sir, on that day, on that particular examination, paper was easy,
Easy,
not that much
exactly.
hard.
Exactly.
That's why.
One thing is that, sir. One thing that, see, 2016 IISc Bangalore.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
29.6.
29.6. It is there.
Yeah.
So approximately you tell that 30. 30 is there, and it may be 30 to 35 maybe, but sir already told that.
Paper is hard, na?
Paper is hard.
Please, sir, some subjects hard.
Okay, not overall.
No, not overall. You can. That means who's student? It's my point of view. Who's students who are taking regular classes, they just qualify. Matlab, they
will
100%
just-
qualify.
Okay.
It's my view.
Sir.
They are regularly studying, making a notes. They qualify.
Pratik sir,
Easily.
someone is asking about a SOM question as well.
Okay, so yeah, so SOM question is, my dear student, that I personally expected is like more level question, right? But we get, sir, very easy question.
Easy to
from SOM.
moderate or easy only?
Easy.
Easy, okay.
Easy, very easy question, and the weightage of SOM was around 6 to 8 marks. Whatever questions we got till now, we have solved like 6-7 marks question in the session. But the level of question was very, very easy, sir.
Very nice.
As compared to the last time, the SOM questions are like,
See, why we are telling the question level is easy? It is not that easy. Why? Because exam point of view, student point of view, is atmospheric exam
we
atmosphere.
have some
But
nervousness also.
why we are telling? if you study SOM, you 100% solve the question.
Yeah, 100.
If you study thermo, 100% solved.
Yes.
Like that I'm telling. It is not that what is the question is asking, like ISA Bangalore is saying, what is this question? Never. It is, if you touch, you lose the time. Like that. Sir, it is right.
Yeah,
If you study the
absolutely,
SOM,
absolutely.
you 100% solve. If you study the heat transfer, also sir, in the heat transfer, genuine question is that generation, heat generation, like that, radiation.
Yes, yes.
So,
My next question to Saurav only. Ki according to you, heat transfer industrial, how was the difficulty level and how much weightage according to you? Yes.
Okay, so thank you, sir, for having me here. As far as the HT and IE subjects are concerned, whatever questions I have seen so far, I think the questions were very much from the expected areas.
Okay, very nice.
Students will expect questions from those areas. For example, today I have taken the question of radiation heat transfer between two enclosed surfaces. I have also solved that question in my gate score booster, and I showed.
Students writing, Atul sir, gate score booster is very very nice.
And I showed in the live video that the same question came in by gate score booster.
Correct.
So we have solved and the question came. Then the question came from heat generation. Same question I have solved in my gate
yes,
score
yes,
booster.
yes.
That question came. So questions were from expected area. Same for industrial
That's why
engineering.
I'm telling, sir. That's why I'm telling you. If you study the course,
That's
subject.
so the thing is that questions have come from expected areas only, and people were very much, it was very much hyped that IISc is setting the paper, so it's going to be very conceptual, tough. So I found, as far as the question paper that I have seen, I found the question to be relatively easier than the previous year, sir.
As far as your subject is concerned.
As far as my subject, and
Even
overall,
other faculties are saying that it is moderate to difficult.
moderate to difficult, but sir, again, expected areas.
Exact-
Pragya sir was saying that
Because
expected
that
areas
is the
of
beauty
question
of
I have.
gate exam, and that is why we have conducted the gate score booster, and the
Correct,
most that agenda is what
And also
we
the
just
test
want
is, sir.
to give the flavor of our students ki these are the expected areas, and for sure from that particular topic question will come.
And sir, that expected area we have covered in the smart revision also.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes, From then smart revision only, most of the important topics we have covered.
You know, sir, I just like to add one more point. So these smart revision sessions are just like 1 hour session. And in that 1 hour, we have precisely discussed only those areas from where we are regularly getting the questions.
Correct.
And sir, in our every session, we have told our students ki please focus on these regular areas where every year question is there. And sir, we see so many questions. So in my this session of strength of material, I have asked them to particularly focus on principal stresses, thin pressure vessel, and we got questions from those areas.
And just believe me, my dear students, we always motivate our students, and we always say that you just need to follow the classroom lectures. Okay,
Yes, sir.
if you have the handwritten classroom notes, after that PYQs revision, classroom note revision, exercise book problems, as well as the test series. These 4 parameters you just need to check box and just need to write. And out, if you are able to complete the 4 things, there is no 5th thing that you need to do.
Correct, sir.
And if you are able to complete this 4 tick mark, then definitely for sure, whether the question is difficult or the overall difficulty level is moderate and all, you are able to get at least 55, 60 plus marks for sure.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Because we know that at the 3R, how we'll manage the pressure, it also reflects.
Yes,
Maybe the student's IQ level is same, but some students can get 70, some students get
definitely.
65. It matters how much you manage the 3R pressure.
Yes, yes.
And some students just feel that ki it is my do and die situation, some dropper student.
correct.
So if you will think like that, my dear student, you will unnecessarily make yourself in pressure.
Correct.
And in pressure situation, you are not able to give your 100% efficiency. According to your efficiency, you are not able to perform 100%.
And sir, this year we are expecting very good result. So many online students. This guy Manav is there.
Okay.
He's from the Rajasthan, Jaipur.
Okay.
He is a very good student. Just now I have talked to him also. He was telling he has done a superb in the examination, and he is expecting a very good rank also in this particular gate examination.
Sir, what is the reason for that? Because learning has no limit. We can teach anything, but we have only focused those areas from which is the expected areas and from where questions can come. And this is what has happened.
What
Correct,
is
sure.
dedicated for GATE, that only we are teaching.
Correct.
The students should know what should they learn, and the most important, what they should not learn.
learn.
See,
Correct,
we are mostly focusing on the relevant thing. Just for like telling or teaching, we are not giving any irrelevant kind of
Exactly,
questions.
just for the sake of it.
We are focused on the relevant part only we are discussing.
Correct.
And I'm telling you guys, whatever is required to make a single digit, double digit rank, the everything content we are providing in a structured manner.
Correct.
Starting from the, if you are joined for the 1 year course, we have the all the foundation courses, and even if you are following on our YouTube, we are also from the last 3 months with you, and we are providing you as far as practice questions are concerned, we are providing most expected gate score booster. After that, quick formula revision, then we have provided the smart revision, and for some sessions we have also provided the mega marathon sessions.
Sir, student is saying they are expecting 65 to 70 marks also.
Very nice, very good.
Sir, you know, one thing, I recently received a call from a student. What he's saying is, these my plan sessions that we are taking,
Very nice.
means these my plan session, they have really keep them motivated throughout the journey. Usually in 8-9 months, students feel little bit depressed while preparing. So we keep them oriented. We plan everything every month of their preparation, and we help them to achieve best of the rank, sir.
The most important point, one student has written that this is the only YouTube channel where we are only talk about the content.
Content.
We are not
Without
supposed to
wasting any time.
wasting any time.
Correct.
We are not wasting first 15 minutes just for the subscription pitch. Are you getting my point? And I am just saying the fact. Okay, and again, because we know ki what a student want.
Yeah,
Exactly, and I am telling you, we are 100% honest. Whatever we just committed, we always try to execute in a proper way. Okay, my dear students. So again, I am telling you, at the IMS Gate Academy, as far as GATE exam is concerned, if it is your dream to make a good rank, then at this platform you will get more than your expectation. Whatever you are expecting in terms of content, in terms of test, in terms of material, in terms of booklet, we are the only institute in India which provide you more than 30 plus booklets, which include the theory book, exercise book, and my dear student, I am proudly say, we are the only institute in India who provide 2 GATE PYQs booklet. One is technical section and one is mathematics and aptitude. And if you are from mechanical, you will not only get the math aptitude question of mechanical, but also you will get the other branches also math and aptitude question.
Along with the video solution.
Along with the QR code video solution, key pointer, chapter overview, everything.
And one more thing, sir, during GATE preparations, here in IMS GATE Academy, we are providing complete hand holding. Like Pratik sir told, my plan sessions, complete hand holding will be
Very
there.
nice. My plan.
Throughout the session, we keep them motivated. Just before the GATE examination
This
also.
and again,
personally
I am saying, guys, you can check even. We are the only institute in India who provide the My Plan mentorship session, because I know that suppose that you guys you are just taught once, like you just learned one subject in the month of July, but in the month of October, the faculty you don't know, don't have the number of faculties. But here what we are doing, we will generate a Google Meeting link and we'll share the Google Meeting link to student also and faculty also. All are the system generated. We have designed a system like that. We are paying for that a huge amount for the same, just for so that our student will feel confident.
test series.
Exactly.
Sir, Manav is saying about the test series, it helped them. Means there were some questions that were designed in the test series which were like, sir, 2 levels above what we get in the examination.
Exactly. And I am telling you, my dear students, when we have designed the GATE question booklet now, so many things are like coming to us. We can design a GQB which is available in the market. If we are just design that book now, maybe we can complete our project before 6 months. Are you getting my point? But no one insists us to make chapter overview and all. It is our will. Ki nahi, our student will get chapter overview also, key pointers also, alternative solutions also. Even like in last session, Saurav told that ki not even sir 2 solutions. In some questions we provided 3 solutions also, 4 solutions also. So where the student will get the actual concept.
One-stop solution for every requirement of a GATE aspirant.
But
Means, sir, if they have the book now, they don't even require any theory book.
and I personally, when I just first time take the book in my hands, and I feel proud. This book, if my students will get, definitely, if you will revise your classroom notes and you just follow the material, just you need to maintain the 3R efficiency. You just need to make sure that you will not saturate in the examination 3R, and whatever knowledge you have, whatever skill you collected from the IMS GATE Academy, you just need to execute in a proper way. So this is a message to all the future exam future students, aspirants, those who are supposed to write the civil paper, EC paper, mechanical,
Right, right.
and other stream paper, you just need to this is the last moment, guys. Don't try to learn new things. Okay, whatever you did it, and all the theory, all the classroom notes book should be on your study table. You just need to revise it proper way and have a proper sleep also in the next upcoming 4 to 5 days. And just revise and just solve the even if you can attempt the mock test also, you can attempt.
And
Yes.
sir, one more thing, response sheet will be, I think, coming in the next week. 16, yes.
February.
On the same day of 16th Feb, guys, evening, we will again we will be live here, and we will definitely discuss about the complete 65 questions answer key. And if there is any MTA question type of
Yes.
question, then also we will challenge and we will
Correct, sir.
we'll just fill the forms.
Yes,
and
sir.
all.
Students' behalf.
And
On the
sir,
student behalf.
post gate guidance they are asking.
So post gate guidance generally we are conducting after 20 Feb.
Correct.
Okay, so first we'll focus on this part. Even some videos, individual videos, we can
Yes.
definitely
Because
post.
we all have to tell na ki for every gate score they have something.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Sir, Manav is saying that all the SOM questions were the classroom notes.
Correct.
Very nice, guys.
So
And Manav, I am just expecting one thing from you. If you are sharing this feedback from the heart, then just share it with all your juniors, all your colleagues.
Great.
Okay, no one is forcing you. If you actually feel it, now no one can stop you also.
Correct.
At the same time, yes or no? तो जो भी अगर आप if you feel that you actually get benefited after joining IMS Gate Academy, है ना, तो you have to share your true experience with all your college mates, all your juniors, all your wherever this is possible.
Sir, one person has written, कहाँ जा रहे हो? किधर ध्यान है? गेट में बस IMS का नाम है.
क्या बात.
चलिए एक और जो मैं हमेशा डायलॉग बोलता हूँ वो भी लगाई दे कि काहे पड़े हो चक्कर में कोई नहीं है टक्कर में. चलिए
Manav already shared, sir.
Okay, already shared. Okay, guys. So I am telling you, you should not share your experience at till time you are not just impressed. Okay, you have to wait for 1 month,
Yes,
2 months.
great,
You need
great.
to evaluate. And once you think, yes, sir, IMS Gate Academy is best. After that, once you have this feeling, then only you can just share your experience.
Yes, of course,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
of course.
Chale guys, so thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for
much, sir.
attending.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Tomorrow I am just
Civil.
saying, tomorrow civil paper, just announce it. Yes.
Tomorrow, my dear students, civil session 1, session 2, just after the examination, please connect us on IMS YouTube platform.
And just try to share the upcoming links also so that other students also get benefited.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank
Good night.
you. Thank you. Bye.